All right. Welcome everybody to the MYOB Business with DJB podcast. I am DJB, and to my left today is my very special guest, LA staple as far as the music scene is concerned, as far as fucking Instagram is concerned. At this point, only problem is I don't know
exactly what to.
I don't know if you're good or bad, bro.
Right. So I'm Good Luck, known as Bad Lucc.
Okay.
But I've changed my name. I try to change my name, but people know they call me what they call me.
Right.
So you call me Good Luck, Terrence. I'm not embarrassed by my real name. My real name's Terrence.
I feel that. I'm Derek.
Yeah, hey, good to meet you, man.
But me and Luck go back a minute now at this point because you actually pulled up to my mama house.
Yes, I did.
When we recorded a song for the Fly Guy mixtape,
This is
Face
true.
Gang 2, that's Smoking Weed.
This is true.
I'm kind of mad that was the feature that we got for you because I was not too proud of that verse looking back on it. I named all the weeds that I could,
Right.
But the flow was not it.
But it was so cool because for me, you don't understand. I tell Evan that all the time, but so I've been watching you guys on all the F word, all F word episodes. Right?
No shit. Okay.
And one of my favorite episodes is the one y'all took down. Is the deleted episode with I think somebody's trying to get somebody's mom's in the store. He was in the grocery store.
That was me.
I
was getting that time out.
That's
not
my
taken
favorite
down.
episode. No, it was like bad or deleted, so not bad, but like y'all took it down.
Oh, that got us popping on World Star too.
Bruh, that shit was so funny. But anyway, at that point, I had seen every episode, literally every episode. Right, I used to watch that shit every day. That's why I was hot when y'all was moving. I mean, stopping it. But so coming there, it was pretty cool. I'm like, damn, I get to meet these dudes. They really cool, super funny, and they do music for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So because what's crazy about the music part is, if you do music, listening to y'all when y'all do songs in the episode, you can tell like niggas is clowning, but you can tell like, nah, it's production and skill going on. They just maybe choose a funny topic to rap about or something like that, but you can tell there's some skill here.
I love to hear that.
Me pulling up was best of both worlds for me. So I'm fanning out and I get to do music. So it's cool with me.
That's crazy, and you did your shit too.
Thank
That's
you, man.
all
I appreciate that.
Which you always have done, even though you are like publicly bragging about like the studio like it's a sobriety stint. Like thinking like I ain't been in the studio for 2 years. Hey, goddamn.
You know what's funny? You're the first person who actually took it the way I meant it.
Oh,
everybody else took it like, damn, that's good. You back. That's good.
And they thought you were saying, now I'm back.
And I'm like, nah, I actually feel better about being away from it. You know, and when I say that, man, I don't mean to like shit on the studio or nothing like that, but I've been doing it for so long, and the business, for me, you know what I mean? I know people say that phrase a lot of times where they say, if you love, what's the phrase saying? Like if you love it, something you'll never
if you love what you do, you never work a day
in your life, right? But for me, that didn't work out that way, right? So I found out it's not always good to monetize your passion, because what happened for me was that the things you have to do for the business of being an artist, I didn't like none of that part. So for me, it was making me think. It made me think like, man, I don't like rap no more, or I don't like hip hop no more. And I'm like, I know I don't like rap. I mean, I know I like rap and I love hip hop, but why I feel like this? Why I feel like I don't want to go to the studio, or I don't want to perform, I don't want to do all this shit.
So you didn't like I know you didn't like performing.
Yeah.
And I know you don't like interviews for the most.
I love interviews.
Sometimes.
I love interviews.
Why not performing if you don't mind me asking?
Because I always just love the rapping part. Just do the music and be a rapper. I like writing music mostly, and doing a verse, somebody loving the verse and that verse living in their headspace. But to go out and perform for people, for me, it always felt like, you know, and I hate to say this, I don't want people to get it misconstrued, but it always felt like dance nigga dance for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I love art and watch people perform and be, you know, dope rappers, and you know, but for me, since I never wanted to be in front. That's why usually when you did hear me, I was mostly in groups. I was either closely approached to Problem, or when me and Damani had Western Union, it was always a group set or some kind of clicked up thing, because I didn't want to be the one in front. You know what I mean? So yeah, it kind of worked out that way, but I learned to, you know, get my love back and a passion for the artistry of writing rhyme, but I'll never be an artist again. Like, to be an artist, be out and do bookings and show up early and talk to people that don't care about me and shit like that. I'm not with none of that shit.
Okay. Oh, that's Dent. Wait.
I'm Haze, y'all. What's up? F&G Haze, man. 1:30 to re-up. Shout out to my nigga DJB for having me. Luck. Good meeting you. Yup, you already know, man.
Yeah, this is my special guest host for today, F&G Haze. If you have been rocking with the podcast from day one, he was my first guest on the podcast, right?
For sure.
But
it's dope how it's culminating in full circle.
No,
too,
it's
bro.
beautiful,
Yes,
bro. And I feel like this would be a perfect union, just as a musical front, because he's a music head, you a music head, and I'm a DJ, so we all can unite on that front, and I think it'll be an amazing conversation that we're gonna have today.
Hey, and DJB, could I add to this combo real quick? Actually, my first introduction to you, Luck, was like in the early 2000s. I would say like 03. I don't know if you familiar with the Avstars?
Yeah, for sure.
So y'all was on like this mixtape, and I was running with a couple niggas from the Avstars at the time, and they was putting me up, and it was one nigga in particular that would always swear by you, like he was like, Luck, the hardest nigga, bro. So I've been hearing about your shit, bro, since 03, and it's a pleasure. You know what I'm saying, to meet you in person and all that, bro.
For sure.
So what you doing now?
I'm writing, but I'm trying to get into like film and television.
Okay.
Trying to learn how to, not necessarily write scripts, but just maybe put concepts down for like series or maybe short stories or something like, or maybe if I can connect with somebody and then we build something together.
Yeah.
Creatively, I want to do that. I always loved comedies, but I always saw myself as like writing or being a part of like, if you take Curb Your Enthusiasm, Seinfeld, 30 Rock, and then you inject black people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my kind of shit.
Absolutely.
A
black show about nothing.
A black show about nothing. But let's talk about, for example, what you guys were doing. Like, that's why every episode was something different. It wasn't a long-standing story about this one thing, or you guys go a bunch of episodes about this same shit. Everything was something new, and one episode may be about one silly topic, and then we'll take that topic and
blow it up.
Episode.
Yeah,
I like comedy like that.
For
and
sure.
when you got other than you guys being funny, also like that obviously helps, right? But
absolutely,
I want to do shit like that, and so I've been trying to get into writing, man. I'm working on my first pilot right now. I can't really say the name or anything, but that's coming off pretty dope. I'm pretty excited about that, and that's about it, man. Hustling, I still do little shit here and there. If it's come to verses and stuff like that, like for the homies, I rap and do stuff like that. But for the most part, man, I've been enjoying my family. I'm married now, so I've been enjoying that life and really diving deep into like the home family life and loving that shit, like real shit. So I've been cooling.
So you barbecue?
I don't barbecue yet. I don't even cook yet. Other than breakfast. I'm a good breakfast.
Hey,
breakfast. My
favorite breakfast thing to make, bro.
I'm easy with the combo. I do some sausages, some eggs. I'm gonna throw some hash browns on that thing, whatever. I might do toast. If I have honey butter, or whatever, then I do with the jelly sometime and or the croissants. You know what I mean? It's basic, but everybody love it. You know what I mean?
No, you popping it like I'm popping.
Because what I heard about you is you a big foodie. Like
I'm definitely a big foodie.
You're a connoisseur. You know what I'm saying?
Some would say.
Like what you into right now? And then same for you too, because this nigga.
For me, it's about I'm always into like the new shit. I'm very adventurous. So, for example, I'm the dude that'll go to the restaurant and if I'm in a certain area or region, I'm always on what they on. So, a lot of people. One thing that bothers me about people is if us three go on a vacation somewhere.
Yeah.
And we in fucking, I don't know whether it's France or fucking Delaware, or like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever's native to that spot, shit they do, I'm trying that first. Like, I'm that dude. Like,
so you go to Ohio and be like, I need a potato.
Not necessarily, but yeah, but so I'm kind of like, I'm adventurous, so I'll try, like, if it's wild shit on the menu or something that the average person won't try, I'll do it at least one time to be like, I tasted that was good, or it was weird and I'll never do it again, or that was dope, I'm glad I experienced that.
For
So
sure.
I'm always looking for the not so basic food shit.
I like adventurous culinary experiences for sure. Like,
Okay.
I think that's one of the joys that everybody shares as a human, because what we all do is like eat, sleep, fuck, right? You know what I'm saying? So like we all are looking for something to stimulate us in those ways.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like food is the only thing that's like You don't really feel guilty about too. Well,
You don't
to an extent.
To an extent, but what I find is that a lot of people don't branch out enough as far as like what you're willing to try. You know, because we all love food, right? We all love food, but I mean, if we go to fucking whatever kind of restaurant, you get the burger every time. Like, I love a good burger. That's my absolute favorite thing to eat is a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Right? But I also understand that I'm not going to this may be a three Michelin star restaurant, and the chef does amazing things every day different, and I'm still going in there asking for the burger. I'm not that guy. I want the crazy shit or the new shit or some original. So that helped. That, like, I enjoy food a little more than the average motherfucker, because the average motherfucker don't even eat shit.
Right.
You just eat pizzas, burgers, pasta, chicken, or the regular shit.
That's funny because my favorite food is a burger too, and his favorite food is pizza.
Thank you. Yeah, no, definitely favorite food is pizza.
For sure.
And you know, look, I would definitely say, bro, to your taste, kudos to you, bro, for just being open-minded.
Oh, for sure.
I definitely be trying to be like more open-minded with and eclectic with the food that I eat. But I ain't gonna bullshit you though, bro. If I go somewhere and I see a pizza on the menu, I pretty much gotta have that hoe. But with that said though, I am gonna try other shit too though. I do be trying to be open-minded to shit.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad, and that's the thing too. And I love pizza, right? But it's like the pizza has to be a different kind of pizza.
Right, right.
Like, I'm not gonna go do the pepperoni everywhere in the world.
Yeah, I feel that. You're not on the kids menu everywhere you go.
Yeah, or especially when they got like fucking this time they got oxtail lasagna. Like, why would I try? I mean, a margarita pizza is a margarita pizza. Like, you get that everywhere. Right. This you can't.
Hate
like,
margarita pizzas, but I feel
but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
the
shit's common, right? So, you know, I'm a little more flexible when it comes to trying different shit.
What's the most unique thing that you've ever tried?
Oh, most unique thing I ever tried? I've had turtle soup.
Where'd you have that at?
New Orleans. My first time in New Orleans, I had turtle soup, and I had alligator po' boy. It was pretty fucking fire.
Alligator fire.
And alligator for me is more so common than a lot of people, especially.
Yeah, like Papados and shit.
Papados got
everybody get the fried alligator at Papados.
But if you go to next time, you go get it blackened.
Blackened, fried
You'll never get it any other way. If you go to Papados, ask them to do a blackened. They don't tell you that.
It ain't on the menu. I got an off menu Papados thing too. They got the stuffed shrimp. They stuff it with crab and shit. It's not on the menu. It's off menu, but all of them got it. And and apparently we got to do some research on Papados off the menu shit, because I didn't know that the fried alligator could be blackened. I had a lady who is our like masseuse. She comes to the house and gives us a massage. She was like, I just came back from Arizona because they just opened the Papados over there. I was like, shit, you taking road trips to Arizona for Papados? I get it.
They got Papados right off of like when as soon as you pass Blythe and you kept getting first into Arizona and Phoenix, then you'll see the Papados.
Oh, this ain't even news to you?
Nah, we've been there. We foodies, look. We done been there, baby.
Yeah, for sure.
You fuck with Whataburger? In Phoenix?
For sure.
Whataburger is pressure.
Hold on. Whataburger, when you do the breakfast though, what you want to do is you get you the chicken biscuit, throw the egg on it. You throw the chicken biscuit, then throw the egg on it and the cheese, and if they got the honey butter, that's a whole nother vibe.
Wait, hold on. Why my nigga got the screw face? Why you got the screw face?
Because Whataburger is fucking trash, bro.
You tripping, nigga? Hold on. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm from Cali. I'm from LA. I'm from the district, man.
Right.
Whataburger over In-N-Out, nigga. I'll never say that ever.
That's what I'm saying.
Whataburger over
we all feel
In-N-Out.
friends. I'll never say that ever. We all feel friends.
But also, and so like now we know not to listen to Haze on food recommendations. This nigga gets the pepperoni pizza wherever he goes, and he'll go to Whataburger before he go to In-N-Out.
You know what though? Sometimes you need a little bit of trash. What I mean by that is that
I can't
every
vibe with
food,
that.
because what I mean by that is like so you got for example, Waffle House ain't really good. It's accessible.
Yeah, fact.
It's accessible. It's like if you load it, you lit, or you can leave a party, or you wake up at 3 and you with your chick or whatever, y'all want to go get something to eat. It's accessible. You can't really go wrong with breakfast. Like, you know what I mean? So
you're absolutely right.
It ain't.
And you get to choose raisin bread.
Yeah, but you would definitely go somewhere else for better waffles.
Yeah, for sure.
But Waffle House is accessible, and when you go there, you're like, okay, that was fire for right now.
I do love
Once
Waffle
I'm
House.
going, it don't feel fire.
Right.
You know it's some bullshit. But, so sometimes you need a little bit of trash. Whataburger is like, I'm down south. I may be traveling or something, passing through somewhere,
That
whatever.
shit open
Let
late.
me go get some fast shit.
You need convenience.
Fast.
Yeah,
Convenience, for
convenience
sure.
is what it is. I wouldn't call it trash as much as I would call it convenience. Because I was like, no, I would never trash, but I will
Let me say what's
often
trash.
convenient.
Unpopular opinion. Raise Cane's.
I agree. I can agree with that, bro. I can agree with that. Shit is mad whatevs.
Evident like that.
Yeah, right. This nigga over here doing squats and shit. You see this nigga?
Yo,
That shit just there, bro.
if it
Like,
wasn't for that toast and the sauce, nobody would go there.
I ain't gonna count. That's a toast. But I be getting McDonald's sauce for if I eat Cane's. I'm for sure going to McDonald's before.
See, but the
or
fact
after
you gotta
for,
you
like-
gotta
help.
doctor it.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
doctor it.
It's really trash.
No
Because if you eat
cap,
that chicken
bro.
by itself, it don't taste like anything.
Yeah, it's not flavored. It's not seasoned at all.
Okay, being from the city, what's the best burger? What's the best burger? If anybody coming to LA, they need a burger. Where they going? Where you taking them?
It's a spot in Glendale called Burgers Never Say Die.
Burgers never say die. Okay.
And it made on a flat top. It made on a flat top grill. They used to. What's crazy was it used to be like low key, like a speakeasy, right off the 101, like off Western. They used to have a spot at the house, and so you couldn't just pull up. You had to like hit them up, and then they gotta invite you, and they'll give you the address. And they used to, early on the days they used to tell you who you coming with, and then you pull up to the house, and it was like a speakeasy back there. The niggas was making burgers in the back with the flat top.
That's
They
hard.
got the crispy edges on the burgers. You get them one way. They got burgers and chips. They didn't have fries. They didn't have like a gang of options. Like we got burgers. They come in a double, and with cheese and ketchup, mustard. That's it. And what's so killer about it too is, though this may sound simple, it give it a whole another twist. They used to sometimes take the buns and flip the buns. So you would eat them like the other side. The buns would be flipped
The
over.
inside is
Inside
out.
the bun. And that's a
Okay.
different kind of crisps. They got the best burgers hands down that I've had in LA. Burgers that is now in Glendale though.
Okay.
So yeah, for me. And if you want to go restaurant, like Americanized fast food restaurant, you're gonna hate it, but In-N-Out other than that.
I don't hate that. He
No,
don't
him.
hate it. Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I got a gift card for him. And then don't you want to throw us some shit? Mind your own business.
Say that. Listen, if y'all want to throw us some money, I'll get In-N-Out tatted on me if y'all do that shit, bro. On
Pop
mama.
it! Pop it!
I will.
Yeah.
Come on, fuck with us In-N-Out. Anyway, but we Cali as hell. But anyway, fun fact, I already got the In-N-Out tattoo on.
That's good. That's good.
Like niggas be like, were you drunk when you did that? I was
I
like,
love what I love.
Right.
no, it's not so much In-N-Out. It is In-N-Out.
Yeah.
In-N-Out's fire, but it's like, it was my version of like an LA tattoo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're as Cali as it represents
That's a
Cali.
monument, for
It's
sure.
the palm trees on the
For
cups
sure.
and everything.
Did you ask them what did the Black Panther symbolize on their body, or that stars?
You know
on
what
their
I'm
leg?
saying?
Like, you know what I mean? Like if they got what they got, it mean what it means. So fuck it.
I wanted an LA tattoo, but I wanted it to be different, so I got the In-N-Out. You
Plus,
feel
I
me?
don't like the regular Dodgers LA. No disrespect. I love the Dodgers. I love LA.
Yeah, it's just so overdone.
It's just so overdone. Yeah.
It's so
for sure.
overdone. And what they represent, what I see in them is what like I feel like my life's mission is, which is the depth, showing people the depth of simplicity.
Bro, with that said, what
like that.
about the whole Virgil?
You took
Like,
it there with that one, dog.
That's kind of what you with
Yes,
Virgil.
sir.
You took it there with that. I
For
like
sure.
that. I like that because I was trying to see where you was gonna go with it, but I like where you landed.
For sure. Like
That's dope.
it, like people need to know. We're gonna get to it too. People need to know that like keep it simple. There's a lot of depth in doing that. Like it's so easy to overcomplicate everything.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And with that being said, rest in peace to Virgil. You know what I'm saying? He just left us today. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I was sick. Bro.
He embodies the depth of simplicity. You know what I mean?
For sure. It's so cold, man, because you know we've been dealing with a lot of death these past couple of years due to like, you know, COVID, cancer, just ill shit happening to people, and you always hate to get this news, and you hate when we get one of ours in these spaces that typically we're kept out, and then you know he's thriving in that space doing
Right.
big shit,
And
like,
he
you know
got
what I mean?
his roses heavy.
Oh, bro, it was amazing. And then for him to be fighting that, I can't say alone because I didn't know him. I know they say privately, but I'm sure he may have
Him
talked
and
to
his
somebody.
family
Yeah,
had
for
to
sure.
be
You know,
involved, yeah, right.
so to know that's fighting that it's heartbreaking. I just send prayers to his family and friends, man, and I'm glad he did leave an impact on us. It's something that can live forever because it was a dope brand.
Right.
I mean,
so I was on Twitter today, and there was two sides of Twitter when it came to Virgil, and it all had to do with his brand.
Okay.
There was like I seen somebody tweet like, it's sick, this man just died and y'all talking about reselling and flipping and shit right now.
Yeah.
And I want to know how y'all felt about that. Like, you know, that talk is very heavy right now.
Yeah, I think it happens with everything, right? It's like when Michael Jackson died, all the albums shot to the charts. Like when every artist died, every great legendary artist died, the albums shoot to the top of the charts. Like Young Dolph, right? It just happened with Young Dolph, rest in peace.
Yeah, it happens to everybody.
It happened to everybody.
Happened to Nip.
Happened to Nip. You know, people will get the clothes and all the things, and
X Tentacion, everybody. DMX.
Yeah, once we realize, everybody realized, look, we live in a capitalist society. Not to try to go too deep, but it is what it is. Like this is the heart of capitalism. Like, what do y'all think is gonna happen after some shit like that happens?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't I couldn't be one of the ones to do it. Like, I wouldn't go on my resale rampage and start flipping off-whites for like crazy amounts of money out of respect for what I respected for Off-White and what that was as a brand and what Virgil was as a person. But, and I'm not going to indulge and buy that shit either, because I don't buy resale damn near now, let alone the times 10, multiple. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
I feel the opposite, though. Like,
that you should.
First off, I have like the heart of a Republican and like the brain of a Democrat. So like, I'm very capitalist minded.
I feel like that's how we all should be.
Right, but yeah, right. Okay, cool. Everyone, you heard Luck say it, everyone should be like me. But I feel like, first off, there is a fluctuation in the value of Off-White right now, right?
Sure.
So it just as a business, I know sometimes I rubs people the right way. As a business, it would be ill-advised if you were gonna sell your Off-White to do it anytime but now. But I think that is the only connection that the majority of the world has with Virgil, right? Is the brand that he created. So I think it is not an injustice for the price of his shit to skyrocket right now.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's actually doing justice to his legacy. That just justice to. It would suck if I died and my numbers went down.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so like your numbers going up just says leaps and bounds about the legacy you left behind. And it kind of is a good thing for us to like make sure, hey, if I'm selling some Virgil shit, nigga, that shit's 6,000 now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you gotta think, he was like the creative director over at Louis Vuitton for a
right.
bit.
That's what I'm saying. And if you got his shit right now and you are willing to let go of it for the high.
Right.
And I feel like that helps his legacy if we're moving forward and we're talking about the story. Like shit, after Virgil died, good luck getting some Off-White.
This jacket Off-White?
It is not.
Oh, that shit hard though.
Thank you. It's BMF.
Thank you. Me too.
This is a 50 Boys exclusive. No, but like I'm saying, like now I feel like we're gonna see an influx in black productions. Like I think there's gonna be more Off-White on Power. There's gonna be more Off-White on just black productions in general. And I think that was dope because there was already a good representation of it in black media already.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on that. I definitely can see that side of it. Me personally, I wouldn't, but I also fully agree with like, yeah, that's the perspective, and I didn't look at that perspective, so I think that's dope too. You know what I mean? But I'm also thinking it's hard if I'm generalizing. That makes the ultimate sense. Like, yeah, that only helps this, but you gotta understand too, in a reseller business. First of all, most of these people aren't even from our culture.
Right, it's true. And the reselling business is savage. I was
so
very.
These people aren't on the same vibe wavelength that you are on when it comes to energy and what it meant to you and what that meant to you as far as what going from here on forward. They not on the same shit.
Right.
And they don't even care. It's literally like the money grab. You know what I mean?
True,
and to your point, it all helps because it still builds the brand and the grand scheme of things. But but I feel you though. I can't be mad at that at all. I can see that. I'm with that.
Hey, do y'all think that a gang of niggas from the culture, like from the hoods and the streets and shit, are buying shit resale, or do you think they're reselling to other like white people and shit?
No, you have to. If you're buying,
it's too hard to get.
It's too. You mean resale period?
Yeah.
In shoes?
Yeah.
Period?
Well, just with, I mean, I would say with everything. Like,
Yeah, you have to. Unless you're just not buying clothes or you're not buying
high-end shit.
the hype shit.
Right.
Right? If you can't, if you bought Jordans in the last 5-10 years, I'm pretty sure you had to buy resale. If you stuck to retail, trying to buy them retail, you either got, in my opinion, only a lot of trash Jordans,
Right.
or you settle with not having as many shoes as you wanted.
Right.
Right? So because there's no way around resale. Like there's nowhere. It's too much. Nike doesn't put out enough shoes. These apps ain't giving out enough W's.
The shoes come out at 9. The shoes are gone before 9:01.
Gone. Like so what? And then the resale price kicks up double, 2 or 3 times, depending on the collab and the company. Don't be Off-White. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Shoe went from 250 to 1,000.
Shit was already that way.
In 30 minutes. Like so, you know, it's no way around it. It's about what you're willing to pay for what you want. That's just it.
That's just what it is at this point.
That sound like that shoe guy shit right there, bro.
It is though. It's like, bro, you can't. Remember we used to walk in stores, and if I liked the shoe, I bought the shoe. I walked out with the shoe.
Right.
Yep.
It was just that simple. It wasn't no, what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna get. I hope I get this. Like, nigga, if I got the money, I'm gonna get it.
Right.
Because they have them, and I'm gonna walk out with the shoe.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
The problem before was if I had the money.
Yeah, that was the problem before. If I had the bread to get it. Nowadays, it's like, dude, you can be rich, and if you don't have a plug, and you're hard-headed on like, I don't want to pay StockX or I don't want to go gold or whatever, then you probably gonna be shit out of luck for a lot of shoes. Clark Kent said out his mouth, "I'm never paying resale for anything, for no more shoes." He said, "I don't pay. I don't pay resale for any shoes." Right? So you can, as much shoes as he have, you can imagine how many he don't have, because he just refused to pay resale. So thankfully he's who he is. So a lot of things are gifted to him. He got relationships with Nike and Jordan and stuff like that. But there's still things he just don't have because he's like, yo, I'm not paying. You know what I mean?
I'm not paying over retail.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? And I have to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some things I just gotta have. You know, so
I've done it a few times.
yeah, you know, sometimes if I got the money to buy it, I'm gonna buy it.
I wanted some Space Jams for South by once. I paid that ticket.
You know?
They got some crazy shit dropping in a couple weeks, no?
Good luck getting it.
No, I'm just saying.
But
though,
yeah, no,
like,
for sure.
What,
It's always
what are they?
around-
What they dropping?
There's always an 11 in December,
11 is
and there's always a 4
For
around
sure.
now.
And they dropped the patent leather bread ones, the reimagined drop on the 30th and on Christmas. What's crazy is today, you know I'm talking about the patent leather ones.
Yeah, of course.
So today on eBay there was a glitch on the app, and they were selling the Bordeaux's in the morning at 7, and accidentally had the breads. Like, you know, you scroll over for the next color. They had the breads for sale. They ended up selling a gang of breads too.
Oh shit! What the
Crazy
fuck did they
shit.
do? Gave a
Ended up
bunch of
shutting down
people
the page.
refunds.
They said some people got shipping orders.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
They're not about to get the shoe they
That's what I
wanted.
said.
That
They're probably gonna cancel, but they got shipping orders.
shit ain't about to work out like that. What the fuck? Oh well, we told them we're gonna give them some bread, so guess we'll give them some bread. You're gonna get a refund, bro. In the music space, what you promoting right now?
Nothing musically. I do have a Diamond Lane affiliate, Airplane James. I'm an affiliate to Diamond Lane. I am Diamond Lane, but I'm not an artist anymore. But our artist, Airplane James, he's one of the dopest. I'm always looking for something he got going on.
What's his new single called? I heard that shit. That shit slaps. That's
Shit.
hard as fuck.
Which one?
It's he got a lot out.
Yeah, he got music out right now. I don't even know what's the new single.
It could be something. Damn, I'm gonna say it wrong.
Yeah, he got some shit
It's
going on.
a number. It's
And
a number
look,
at the.
100 bands.
100 bands.
100
I was gonna say 100
100
bands. I just didn't want to say it wrong.
100 bands. So
Yep, 100 bands
Airplane
slaps
James always
hard.
got some dope shit coming out. I'm always looking forward to hearing what he got going on. But musically, as far as me, nah, man, I'm not doing too much in the music space.
Okay.
And really, it's crazy because even with rap, I don't listen to too much rap anymore. I'm really getting old.
Okay, so
a
what
lot
you
of
on?
R&B, a lot of
You just
soul,
listening to podcasts all day?
podcasts. You know what I mean? Like I'm that guy.
Yeah, I
you
get
know,
it.
but I still love, like, you know, Benny the Butcher Griselda. I'm still heavy into that.
That nigga spitting.
Benny
But
the
that,
Butcher?
but
Yeah.
it makes me
Everybody
feel
likes
like
Benny
the
the Butcher.
feeling of shit I grew up on. So they're restoring the feeling for me. So that's why I'm still on, like, Griselda, stuff like that.
I haven't got to Benny the Butcher yet. I hear his songs and I understand his skill,
Yeah.
but it hasn't hit me yet. You know
It
what I
probably
mean?
won't.
It won't.
I said it probably won't.
It won't. Damn.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes things got to grow on you, but sometimes
they just don't.
I think sometimes we try to overdo it. It's like some I may just not like this nigga. I don't know why I'm trying.
Right.
Benny is hard though in the sense of like it's almost like that shine shit, but it's real smooth though. Real classic New York vibe, heavy samples and shit. Work with Harry Fraud a lot, so it's like that. It's like that early 2000s New York glory rap, nigga. Like that shit crazy, bro.
It puts me in that place of when I was coming up, 90s, listening to the dope shit, East Coast shit.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm like, oh, okay, they could have been from this era.
Yeah, Kiss,
You know what I
Locks.
mean? So, exactly.
That shit.
So that's why I fuck with that.
But it's hard though.
What about y'all? What do y'all like? Anybody new?
I listen to everything. Blast, Bino, fucking
Blast
me.
Bino.
I listen to me. Me and bro got some shit.
Why don't y'all talk about that?
Huh?
Why don't y'all talk about that?
About our song?
Yeah.
Oh, we be performing that shit. I think we
do.
performed it at our last show.
We performing that shit for
As a
real.
duo, group, what we doing?
No.
Oh,
That's
nah,
his
we
song.
just solo artists.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's more of an artist than I am. I'm behind the board spinning, but if I feel I feel a verse, I'm gonna spit it. You feel me?
Why not?
Just like basically the same thing you were saying. Like, you know, the homies
If I
want.
feel it, that's the only time I do it. I told myself I'm never gonna just to rap just to be rapping.
Ooh.
I gotta be like, you know what? I want to do that verse. I want to do that song, whatever. Other than that, I'm not gonna do it.
I feel the fuck out of that.
Nah.
Rap hurt you? Rap hurt you?
Nah, rap never did anything to me. The business did.
You sound hurt. You sound like rap hurt
Nah,
you.
the business it did. You know what? You know what's crazy? I think more niggas think like me. I
You
just
right.
think what happens is that people are into what they into. A lot of people are like stuck, kind of like a job. You know what I mean? Where that's their bread and butter. It's hard to break away from that. But when I talk to people, I do like interviews. I'm talking about the same shit where like what the business did to me, what it almost separated me from rap music. A lot of people feel that and agree. Like, damn, that's how I was feeling. You know what I mean? They had to really reorganize their shit and really kind of see what's important as far as music. What are you willing to do? How far are you willing to go? And how far are you willing to be like, no, I'm not doing that?
Okay,
You know what I mean?
here's a question. You said you really only rapping on tracks if you like, I'm feeling this shit, right? Even if Snoop called you and asked you to do some shit.
What, you like business?
Yeah.
Yeah, Snoop, no. We have a relationship. I'll be like, I'm not feeling that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it's writing,
Yeah.
all right. If y'all write, whatever for you.
Oh, you talking about actually having Bad Lucc on the track?
Me being an artist, out front being an artist,
Gotcha.
yeah, I'm not doing none
Okay,
of
so
that.
what about
Yeah.
writing? Where are you at?
Writing too. If it's too much, if it's trash, I'll pass the money. This is what I used to do, right? Somebody used to call me. They want a verse. So it may be one of them times like I'm kind of down on money,
Yeah.
but we hustling,
Yeah.
right? So this is what I do. I'll put myself in a predicament. I tell the artist like, look, I charge $4,000 for a verse, and I need $6,000 if you want to do a video, right? The worst thing can happen, he'd be like, I don't got it, I can't do it. Cool, because I don't want to do it anyway.
Right.
But if you got it,
I'm gonna love this song.
you know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah.
But that's the hustling in me, right? But at this point right now, I don't have to do none of that. Not because money and everything straight, none of that shit. I'm just not willing to do it.
I
I'll
get it.
sacrifice not having it to be like, I'm not getting on that song. And no, I'm not letting that represent me. And for me, it's been a while that I've been rapping anyway. So when you do hear me on some shit, it ain't gonna be that shit.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he came back for this shit. Like, I'm not doing that.
I get it.
So yeah, nah.
I get it. We need to fuck with each other then, cause
I'm winning if you are.
we over here making film.
I see. This is a production.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
This is a real life production right here.
Hey,
For sure.
can I ask, like, do you see other regions doing the things that they're doing and be like, the West Coast has like the rappers and the superstars here already. We have like the infrastructures, the labels are here, the bitches is here, the clubs is here, the DJs is here, everything is here. But we don't have the motion like Atlanta or Detroit or Memphis right now.
I don't think that we as a whole, I'm going to be clear on this because artists are very sensitive and they think I'm saying all West Coast artists are doing what I'm about to say to be doing. I don't think that we as a whole understand how to make dope hit records. When I say hit records, I don't mean like, I'm not talking as the industry nigga to say you got to have hit or nothing.
Right.
I'm not talking to that guy. I'm saying like, it's like one thing about people in Atlanta, and since we use Atlanta, right? One thing about people in Atlanta understand is what this sound makes you do when you hear it. What this sound makes women do, and what this sound make men do when they hear this music. All these are frequencies. Like, right? So when a producer is making, you're a producer,
Yeah,
right? You're a producer.
produce.
When you're making music, you know what beat is going to do what to people.
Absolutely.
You know where you want this song to be heard. You know how they going to take to it. You know if the girl's coming through. I'm not sure if you're married or got a woman or anything, but if you got a spot and you got some chicks coming through, you know just what song to throw on as a DJ.
Absolutely.
To make, especially as a DJ.
Absolutely.
To turn this up or bring it down or set it however you need to set it.
Absolutely.
Music is all frequency. I think Atlanta purely understands sound and what that does for people. LA, we're more so like, and I'm talking about general, I don't mean everybody, generally speaking. LA is more so like, we either going to copy, right? We're going to try to do some drill. We're going to try to do some Atlanta shit. And we're going to try to put our slang on top of that. And a lot of times they don't sound the same.
Right.
We're not talking the same language over this music, right? So you have your exceptions, like we got your Kendricks and you got your Blast, super fucking dope, Roddy Ricch, right? Or somebody like Keen, new coming up, but the sound is different.
Right.
He fucking with different kind of sound, different kind of production.
They're sonically in tune.
They're sonically in tune, and they're talking to different people.
Right.
See, a lot of times, if I'm a young hood nigga and I'm taking drill and I'm trying to put my LA slang over drill shit and trying to get people outside of the hood, whatever, that's why it's not resonating. That's why these niggas get money in small areas. I learned that the hard way. Thinking I'm the shit because I'm in LA and everybody know who Bad Lucc is. Then you be out of town, they be like, who? Right. And when I say out of town, I mean like Portland. Like you ain't even that far away.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Be the next state over.
They're like, who? Like, what, you done what?
Same time zone. Nigga.
You know what I mean? And then it's a little different for me, right? Because we didn't have all the websites, social media, hella streaming. We didn't have all that, right? But it still is what it is. I can't let that be the excuse. Nigga didn't know me next door. So I'm not impacting people like I think I am because I'm feeling my shit because I'm in LA.
Because your neighbor was telling you.
Yeah, because you know, so
because you're playing it from the garage.
I think that's the main thing for us as a whole. It's like a lot of us are copycatting, you know, biting shit, and then trying to put our shit over other shit. It's not connected. Now everybody here love it, and if you want to rock like that, you be a star in LA. You'll be a star here in Cali and go up and down Cali, or maybe reach the Midwest a little bit, do a little tour, and come on back and get some money. That's cool, but eventually you're gonna want to get up them charts because it's a different kind of life when you start touching them charts.
Okay, so that brings me to something I wanted to talk about, and with hip hop, y'all, like, how do y'all feel about portraying your real life and portraying a persona?
So I'm with whatever you with if you're willing to deal with the consequences.
Right.
So if you want to be, you know, if you want to perform as a costume and be whatever that is,
right,
just be able to handle it.
Handle
whatever happens to come with that. And I don't mean just street shit, right? I mean like if you, for example, Flow Rider, right? Flow Rider, you raise your eyebrows like, how do you bring a Flow Rider? But Flow Rider, if you remember how he was rapping before Boots with the Fur?
Yeah, it was on some
all
street
hood
shit.
Open locker shit, gangsta shit.
Y'all heard a song from Flow Rider
Yeah,
nigga, that shit with Ross, nigga.
Yeah,
Oh God, nigga.
Some
Flow
street
Rider
shit.
was born when T-Pain birthed him. Nigga, what you talking about?
Nah, no cap. That nigga was
No,
out
he was on some
there.
street shit,
Yeah,
open
bro.
locker shit,
Yeah,
gangsta shit.
yeah.
It was all hood niggas.
Damn, he
Boots
made the
is-
best
it's-
decision of his
He
life.
experimented, did Boots with the Fur, and then now you got to be Boots with the Fur guy.
He had to be
Right?
Boots with the Flare,
And,
yeah.
and that's not a problem if you can do it. Now he's dumb, rich, and famous.
I was about to say, that's a bag came with that
it's a bag,
motherfucker.
you know. So it's cool. Now if you can live with that and be that, it's cool. That's why I say you don't never want to just play with that. 'Cause now the flip side is, what if you the gangster? What if you the 6ix9ine or
You gotta live with
you
that
playing like
shit.
the gangster, whatever, and now you got to live with those consequences also, because everybody don't. You see, I'm not going to bring up no names, but how many rappers in the past year? They said like 200 passed away. Got
Bro, it was
murdered or
never
died.
like
that?
this, bro. It was never like
like
this when we
200.
were growing
Like
up,
200
bro.
But hip hop has never been like this either, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
viral streaming. Everybody becomes stars in your own hood. Everybody
Right.
stars in your own world. Social media actually helped to flame all that.
And
right?
hip hop is as old as us, right?
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
I
it's
mean,
not that
yes.
old. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Of a genre, and it's never been a genre this lit.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
bro, what's so
So
crazy
the
is
numbers amping up. is amping up with hip hop.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, because it's like, nigga, back when we was growing up, when Pac and Biggie and was it Jam Master Jay that got killed, and like Big L and shit like that. That was such a rare occurrence, bro. It was like 4 of them in the course of a decade.
It's true, but we were also living in a time
when it was
where
still growing.
Record labels were controlling who you heard. Yeah. Now, if you got a computer and a microphone,
you an artist.
You can grow a following on your own. So you're a rapper that died if something happened to you. You get what I'm saying? It's more rappers.
It puts you in a space. If you don't have social media to help you with your followers, your popularity, then you would have to rely on a label, and labels can't sign everybody. So it was maybe if one rapper from maybe all the major regions, like, you know what I mean, it was a gang of rappers.
Right.
It's like 60, 70 rappers in LA right now that got some kind of buzz or following.
Right.
That's a lot.
Right.
That's a
Probably
whole lot of
more
rappers,
than that, bro.
right? And so you take that,
generous,
right? That's being generous, right? So you take that, multiply that by all these different rappers in different cities, different regions. That's a lot of fucking rappers. And if I'm on my Instagram and I'm the gangster rapper and I'm talking about beating niggas up and I'm beefing with DJB and I'm fuck him or whatever, we talking our shit on Instagram, then the streets can see us do that. So they're picking and choosing sides. Our homies want to be superheroes. Our homies want to do the shit that we not really with or we with. And then now you catch Luck at a store and up and come a rapper, Bad Lucc, caught dead at the fucking supermarket because of some shit he had with DJB on Academics page.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Bullshit.
So, you know what I mean? It's silly. So
you did it for the likes. You died for the likes.
It's
You
crazy,
live by
bro.
the light. You live for the likes. You die by the likes.
That's crazy.
And it's crazy that that's a real thing that's happening too.
And ain't shit happening to Luck though, niggas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I live my life
bro,
different.
Bro.
My energy has always been different. Even when I was going through, it's crazy. I had this conversation with my brother Bird. Bird is the CEO of Diamond Lane, and I was just talking to him the other day on the phone, and I was telling him, like, one thing I've never done, I've always, like, my raps was hella like street a lot of times, because of where I grew up, who I was raised around. Watch California, it is what it is, right? It always seemed more leaning to the blue side than it was the red side, because I was born around Crips, raised around Crips, family Crips. So, but you never heard like cousin raps, or you never heard me say I'm from nowhere in particular.
Right.
And then in interviews, I was very adamant about I don't gangbang, I never been to jail, nigga, I don't sell no fucking dope, I don't do none of that shit. I'm just a street nigga. This is how I talk, this is how I walk, this is how I see shit. This is me. So that's you got on record. But I was very clear on that. What happens is that people want to feel the power from the things, the element, the vibes that's around them, the environment. Right? DJB get cracking, and all your homies surround you, and then you feel invincible, and then you feel like you one of them, but you're not one of them.
Right.
You one of them only because in proximity of where you live. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But you're not one of them. So what happens is they'll let you do whatever you're gonna do as long as the fire's lit. They'll let you say, oh nigga, this blood, this crip, whatever you're gonna say, whatever you're gonna do, until it all come crashing down. Or if it go bad, then niggas, bitch ass nigga, he was never one of us, nigga. Now it's all that, right? When you should have just been you. I was always me. I was the nigga in the hood. I remember one of the earliest days in the hood. I'm walking around the corner. I used to be on 106 in between town and Avalon. Walking around the corner, and the homies was trying to put me and my brother and a couple of my other homeboys on. I remember it. Like, I remember it like it was this day. Like, man, y'all niggas got to turn the hood. Because we started a little crew in the area. And you know how that go. Crews end up turning the gang. So they knew it was up. And they
crews
was
turn
like,
the cliques that turn
into gangs. I'm sorry. Cliques turn into gangs.
No, the same shit.
And I remember they was like, man, you niggas got to turn the hood. Like, y'all ain't finna be doing this shit, whatever. So me and my brother was like, all right, well, all this shit over then.
Right.
Because I'm not never doing that.
Guess the crew's gone.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but I always looked at it as, see, now I can speak on it what it really was. Really, it was fear. I didn't want to gangbang because I was afraid. I didn't want to go to jail because I was afraid. You're not gonna put me on from somewhere and then hand me the gun like now I gotta go kill niggas and I'm not a killer. I'm not gonna fight a gang of niggas and I'm not the beat the niggas up nigga. I'm not that new, right? But that kept me A100 in these streets. It kept my TRW A1 and allowed me to go anywhere and do anything. And I have no hate and love come from everybody because they couldn't tie me to nothing. You ain't from nowhere. You can't pick a side. You never had problems, no beef, no shit like that. So I pride myself on damn, that fear was kind of like spidey senses in a way, where it protected me. It was fear, but it was like, watch out, you got to duck and dive a certain kind of way. So it bothered me back then that I may have not been tough at some of the homies, but then I'm like, damn,
I'm
all
smart.
them niggas like in jail, or all them niggas that died, or all them niggas, and I'm like, okay, it's all good.
That brings me to a story that this nigga told me. I hope this all right that I tell this story. But like, one time I was riding in the car with this nigga, right? And anybody that knows us from like childhood or whatever, they know him as Hands. Okay. Right? But so like he'll get
nickname too.
But it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword because like he's like cool, and he hung up the phone. I heard him. He's like, all right, Hands, I'll talk to you later. He hung up the phone. This nigga told me, dog, I fucking hate that nickname. And I was like, what you mean, nigga? That's the hardest shit ever, nigga. That shit. I wish niggas knew me. He was like, but a nickname like that, like, you got to understand what that comes with. Yeah. And nobody with nicknames like that fucking lives. Right. Like, those are the type of niggas that get chipped off. And that's not the energy I'm giving to the world. For sure. So I don't want that. I don't want nothing to do with that. Like, I'm Haze, like, you know what I'm saying? This is who I am now. And I was like, why the fuck you didn't say that episode 1 when I had no idea?
No, but that shit is real though, because like, bro, like you was just saying, it is spidey senses. Like, you know, I could think of plenty of times, bro, like the nigga that I mentioned that was telling me about your music and shit, that nigga got like multiple lives, bro. So like, you know, and I was like 15. Them niggas was grown, like, bro, you know, niggas was grown back then, bro. In 2003, them niggas, you know, was like 7 years my senior, 8 years my senior, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I just, like you said, bro, like a lot of different shit. Like I could think of niggas, you know, being like, same shit, telling me like, bro, you need to come home, you need to get put on. I was on the same shit as you, bro. Like, nah, bro.
The energy, bro. You know, let me tell you, when I changed, what the initial spark for me changing my name was, first of all, my name was Bad Lucc because I used to like to battle. And it started off kind of like a corny. I think I told you about this.
He told me, he was like, this nigga going in the battle.
Wait, hold on. Can I just tell you, bro, I really have to emphasize this, bro, because I would really be remiss, bro. The way that niggas would speak on your bars was such a deep reverence, bro. And I swear to God, like, nigga, if this tape, I don't know if you remember the cassette tapes that the VHS you would plug in the VCR. Nigga, if that shit was a cassette tape, it was a CD we were listening to. But if it was a cassette tape, bro, we would have burned the fucking tape. We played that shit so many times, bro. On God, like. Damn. So just, you know what I mean? I had to emphasize that, bro.
I was loving that life of just like having like a Rolodex of just fucking bars. That's how old I am. I used the word Rolodex. But like fucking bars.
We was just talking VHS, you good.
You know what I'm saying? Like bars, and then getting down and being able to just do that. And so what happened was it was like kind of like a corny way of saying like it was bad luck for you to go against me. That's kind of how Bad Lucc kind of started. And I didn't know nobody that ever called themselves Bad Lucc. It's kind of like who would put that name
on themselves. Okay.
Right? So, but what's funny was I never introduced myself to anybody's parents as Bad Lucc.
You said Luck?
Oh, I said Terrence.
Oh yeah, well, you do have a real name, I guess.
And right. But I would always question like, why do I always do that? Like, because they would introduce me. Oh, this is my friend Bad Lucc. I said, no, my name's Terrence. How you doing? Because it was always something in me to be like, well, who is that? Like, I understand it was rap shit, right? But for me, I found out later that it was bigger than rap shit. When I went on the road with Warren G when Hip Hop Honors with Def Jam. Hip Hop Honors did Def Jam for VH1.
Okay.
And so we're in New York. We're staying at the Tribeca Grand Hotel in New York. So we're staying there with everybody from like all eras of Def Jam from that time on back. Okay. So it's Warren G, DMX, Public Enemy, Scarface, like, but everybody. It's everybody, bro. Like Professor Griff, SW1 out there, they doing the shit. Like it's the illest shit ever, the illest scene. And so I met Scarface for the first time there. So I'm geek. I'm not acting like, but I'm like, nigga, this.
Yeah, nigga, this is hip hop, nigga.
Scarface,
bro,
right?
You telling the story?
I'm like, man, this is Scarface. So Warren G like, man, this is my nigga Bad Lucc. He rap, he hard, right?
Yeah.
And then Scarface was like this. He said, wait, your name what? He said, oh, they call me Bad Lucc. He said, oh man, he said, yeah, I can't shake your hand, but he gave me a hug. He gave me a hug. He said, I can't shake your hand, man. He said, Bad Lucc. He said, that's not a good name for you. You gotta change that name. He said, you should never, don't ever put that on yourself. Don't put that kind of energy on yourself. He said, we laughing. He's like, I'm dead ass serious though. I'm not shaking your hand, but I'll give you a hug because I love you. He said, but you gotta change that name. You got to change the name.
Damn,
like,
I would have changed my name that day.
But I didn't. I was like, damn, I mean, you know, I got it. But you could tell it was respect though. The way he gave it to me was love, respect.
He gave you a hug.
That whole weekend, we was there for a week. Never shook my hand. We hung out every day. We went out to eat and shit. We went to breakfast. Us, Warren, we all hung out. And every day, the nigga was like, hey man, how you doing? Gave me a hug, shook everybody else's hand. It was like, you gotta change that name, bro. He said you should never don't put that on you. He said words mean things. Don't put that on you. And that was the start of like, I gotta get that out. I gotta get that out of here. But now you're in the business of rap. Right. So now you just going. Your name is on papers and shit like that. So you know.
Right. It definitely made you hard to Google today, changing your name to Good Luck.
Oh yeah, because it's not on paper or anything.
Right.
It is what it is. And see, I'm a long way from. I used to put 2 C's on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking. That's what made you easily Googleable
right,
in my head.
Right. But see, what's crazy? So when I started, and people didn't believe me, but when I chose the name Bad Lucc, I picked 2 C's for 2 reasons.
You like emailing a lot?
No. That's hilarious. I picked 2 C's for 2 reasons. Because I knew Bad Lucc was going to be a problem on the internet. I knew that because it was too many things that's just bad luck. L-U-C-K, just everything's bad luck. Halloween, all kind of shit. So I put the 2 C's because of where I was raised. Also, you would never put CK at the end of anything.
Right.
So that, both reasons. But the name was already a thing. But what happened was one day I was on Twitter early on. It may have been like 2010, 2011.
Okay.
And I was writing. You know, you be tweeting. I'm writing. And by second nature, I'll put 2 C's at the end of all CK words. I'm writing whatever. Second nature, I do so fast I don't even notice. And one day I was sitting there and I'm looking at my words and I'm like, this is the stupidest shit ever. It's stupid because it's like I had a moment of clarity with myself. Like, nigga, you don't even gangbang. Like, if somebody pressed their line on you and you don't even, like, are you willing to die over this shit? Like, are you willing to die because somebody think you a Crip?
Right.
That's the craziest shit ever.
You've given them no reason to not think that. Right.
My early video.
You haven't given them reasons to confirm it, but you haven't given them reasons to not. You wanted them to think that.
So it's like all that was like, okay, I'm changing all these things. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it all eventually changed. The only reason why Instagram haven't changed because they won't let me change my name yet. But Twitter has changed already. I don't have Bad Lucc on nothing else. It's just. It is what it is.
Just Instagram, which is the most powerful one.
Right. That's the one that's great. Once you verify, it's hard to change your name. You got to get in touch with somebody from Instagram, but you can't fucking email them, so it's weird.
Dog, yo fucking Instagram,
man,
has been a hood legend in itself for at least 8 years now, maybe. Like
jokes.
It's crazy. I was like,
man.
What you doing, bro? What's the sauce? Teach me how to do it.
No, you know what, man? Instagram is crazy. So I talk about being a writer, right? I'm heavy on like, what's the story you telling with captions? Like I think a lot of things are funny, videos and pictures. Obviously, I'm not posting nothing as original as one would think. Right, I get this shit from the internet or from Instagram. So somebody posted it already.
You copying and pasting?
Yeah, I'm copying and pasting. Right,
Yeah.
I'm ripping and doing the thing. So, but what I always try to be different is the captions. Like, so you can laugh at the picture, but what I try to do is give it another perspective by my caption.
Yeah, you can laugh at the picture and then you gonna laugh at this caption.
Yeah,
you're about to flip your whole mindset.
Exactly, because if you see it that way, because I want you to see it outside of how you naturally gonna see this picture.
Right.
It's funny some lady failed, right? But if I say if I give her a name and all kind of shit, then it's gonna laugh a little harder.
Facts.
So that's how I'm going into my TV and film shit. I use my captions to be like, this is how I would write a script. I write a story being silly as fuck like this.
So I think that there is a gap missing in the I got the hookup lane.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I think the internet needs a nigga making I got the hookups right now. Except the LA version, like kind of like a low budget Ice Cube. You get what I'm saying? Like a web series looking Friday show. You get what I'm saying? there is a space for that for sure. I think you could feel it too.
You know, maybe they. You know what though? Shit, have you went all through Prime? There's all kind of fucking hood movies on that shit, but maybe not the same as that. But Prime got the most ghetto shit in the world on it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Prime got them.
Hey,
Are they good though?
Well,
They usually trash.
they usually trash. Except the dude from Detroit. I like dude from Detroit. His name Murder. What's his name? Murder. I don't know if y'all watch. First of all, but 80% of movies that's from Detroit, he the one that did them. This nigga named Murder. He usually in all the films. They be funny as hell. They be really good. They hood as fuck, but it's super dope. But Prime usually have like those kind of films. But even to that, so how I would do it is more so Seinfeld, 30 Rock, Curb.
Okay.
Because I feel like DJ Pooh is like the godfather of that.
Okay.
Of like doing like a Friday. Like if we say like a Friday,
Yeah.
he's the nigga that's he's still doing those.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a Friday, something like that. So I would love to do like, give you a different look of black living.
Yeah.
Like everything ain't hood, everything ain't about the neighborhood, everything. It's like
Some people regular and work.
some people regular got regular shit or a more affluent life, but not bougie.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? That kind of shit. So I want to show those kind of aspects of how we get down.
Have y'all seen that one nigga that on Insta that's the security guard?
Yes, you get somebody killed. bro gonna get somebody killed, bro.
What is this?
He from Detroit.
That nigga,
Yo, Detroit and LA
That's
have
why
so
I
many
said,
similarities, bro. They're like our cold cousin.
bro.
Actually, a lot of people don't know a dope game too. I know I just took it somewhere else, but that's a whole nother connect.
I've been watching BMF. You see this jacket?
I was gonna say, yo,
You see this?
is G-Funk originally from Detroit? Like, I heard, if I'm not mistaken, that one nigga
Disco is.
said that shit.
Disco
They're
house
like
music
G-Funk.
is.
Like,
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
they're like
Damn,
the-
whose couch is this?
they're like
You know
the-
what? I can't say. I don't know, and I'll be biased to say
Right, it's
just
yeah,
us because
yeah, me
we the
either, I
homies
don't
in our
know.
backyard. Like,
Right.
but I can't truly say. I don't know. I never heard the term. I've heard it before Snoop and Warren G and all them.
Yeah, no, I don't mean the actual term. I mean like the
Talking about
actual-
G-Funk.
Yeah, the music.
But I know,
and
but I've
shit.
never heard
Yeah.
even the term until Warren and them. So I don't know.
Hey, how y'all feel about Ashanti?
She fired
what?
as fuck.
Physically,
No, what's her move right now?
What's she on?
So she is re-recording her first album and putting it out so she can control the masters. And Irv Gotti came out and spoke up and was like, "This is fucked up. I own them masters. Like me and Ashanti, I signed her to my label. I produced the songs. I gave her the platform to do all this, and now she's just basically just trying to cut me out of that magic we made in hope." So basically what she's doing is re-recording it, and it's legal under cover laws. Like you can cover songs and shit, right? So she's covering her songs just hoping that her fan base is loyal enough to her to click her version instead
Why not
of
just
the
make
original.
some new shit?
well, because the songs are what they are.
People are
So,
still
Yeah,
looking
but-
for the
yeah.
songs.
The songs are what they are. So
I mean, she can still make some new shit, but she can also do
Like,
this too.
Yeah, but you know, like
But-
I would say in this age, new shit and NFT it. She'll fuck around and she might fuck around and do a crazy ass bag off of that shit. You know, everybody going crazy with the NFT
because
shit.
it's your baby.
Right, that's facts.
Right, it's
You know what I mean?
Ashanti by Ashanti. Like
That's facts, but I mean, you know, just think about all the litigation and shit you're gonna have to go through with
I know.
all that shit.
But
like,
she knows it.
yeah.
Well,
But
I know, and she knows. That's
but
the thing.
you got to think about that
we
bag.
know.
But no, I'm talking
Right.
about you also got to think about the bag Ashanti talking about.
Yeah,
Like
she
her little residuals be like $250,000 every month. So like if she just did it herself,
If she outright owned the master, see, I don't know how deep that contract
That's
goes as far as how much she
$500,000.
owns.
Right.
Because if
Probably
she's
more.
saying, if Ashanti is saying, I don't own my masters at all, then that's a problem. And I think she should do whatever she needs to do to get her masters back.
right? Irv owns them. He said.
No, he said he owned them for sure, but I don't know if she owned any of it.
Right? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if,
that.
if she don't own any of it, but if he owns it for sure, you have no Irv. Like you almost can't stand on anything as far as how I feel, because I'm like, yeah, I mean, like how long do you supposed to own them?
Right.
Like, how long before she can
Can
get
I
back
buy
to
him
Like,
back?
my
mean-
song's yours forever.
Like yeah,
Damn.
like how long you supposed to own? Like so, you know, it's kind of like when can she eat? She's eating off of like I'm Ashanti. She Ashanti. She
Right.
sexy as a motherfucker. Still look good. She gets booked gigs here and there just by being Ashanti. But when it comes to making music off her most successful shit she's ever done to date, she can't eat off that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
You know, that is wild as fuck. I mean, you know, them contracts, bro, especially from back in them days, is wild. Like,
Yeah.
and you know, I hear a lot about the '90s.
Now, wow.
I mean, yeah, Distro Kid got it set up like DMX or like Rough Riders and like all of them niggas had it, like Jay-Z and them had it. They got it set up with 9010. It's just now like you got to pay for the marketing though.
Yeah, and so the cool part about it, I'm good. Good looking. The cool part about it is a lot of your marketing is about you and how you get out on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make a lot of money just by being popular. You know what I mean? So if you, and that'll cut off a lot. That'll cut off a lot of your cost.
NFTs don't make sense to me if you're not popular.
It depends, though. Look, think about it. The people who've been making money in NFTs, none of these are famous people, except Beeple. He was probably the most famous, right?
Except who?
Exactly. So Beeple,
Ain't no people doing nothing except people.
I said Beeple.
I know.
Oh,
You said
yeah.
no people were making money except
Except
people.
Beeple. No, I said most of them aren't popular, except Beeple. Beeple in the digital space is one of them. He's been popular for a very long time as far as being a digital artist. To this day, his NFTs make the most money. One NFT, I don't know if it was a collection or one, where it sold for $64 million.
Damn.
So, right.
I don't gotta make me an album.
But when you talk about younger, it's a young girl. She's 14 years old. She's made like 100,000. Like nobody know these people.
Right.
But in that space, you could be the rock star.
Right. You could.
It's about what kind of art you put out. Where you on platform, right? If you're in OpenSea, which is the largest NFT base, and you putting shit in there, and your shit next to other people's shit, and somebody just find it or something,
Right.
and then next thing you know, boom, you DJB like yo, I just cashed out on like 200,000 on a fucking picture I drew and minted it in the NFT, and somebody liked it. That's the difference in that space too, is that they're not looking at it as like. I mean, obviously it helps if you're Snoop or something.
Right.
But if you are DJB and your art is just dope, that's dope to somebody. They'll pay, and if your collection is dope to somebody else, a gang of people will pay just to have it because it's art to them.
Yeah.
So don't let your story be super deep, like yo, I created this and this is the vibe I was making, whatever, and then somebody like yo, I fuck with the story, I fuck with that creation, and then boom, you can make. There's a lot of people getting rich in NFT that's not famous enough.
Yo, fuck.
That fast. That's
Yeah.
how it happens.
That nigga said, yo.
I forgot what I was gonna say. But I just was gonna say though, like, bro, that's the perfect reason to release an NFT. And do you know how to get that shit minted?
Yeah, you go as far as the basic steps are you go to OpenSea. It's OpenSea dot, I think it's IE or IO or something like this. Just go to OpenSea, it'll come up on it's the biggest website. So you have to get OpenSea and open a site or an app called
See, like the ocean?
Yeah, OpenSea. Yeah, OpenSea. Yep.
Okay.
And MetaMask, METAMASK. So what you do is MetaMask is your wallet. First of all, you gotta understand crypto.
Yeah,
Right.
you gotta buy ETH.
You gotta buy ETH, right?
First off, buy some ETH, keep that shit.
Yeah, first of all, buy
If
ETH.
you believe in NFTs, make sure you got a stash of
ETH,
Ethereum.
right, for sure.
Because, come on.
And then you load up your MetaMask wallet, and your MetaMask wallet you connect to OpenSea. That's your link, right? So you go to OpenSea and create NFT. So if I want to upload a digital picture, if I take a picture of you two niggas right now, I can put an NFT
And a song
mint it.
as well,
And
right?
a song, I can do a song too, and I can put up NFT and mint it. Now gas fees is crazy high, right? It's called gas fees when you mint your shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes that shit can be anywhere from like $10 to $200.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not
but-
200.
Yeah. So.
Fuck it, I'm still minting my shit.
And you create. So you will fund that through your MetaMask wallet. That's where your Ethereum be held. So you fund that through there to pay your gas fees and create it through OpenSea. Just push create and it'll run you through your steps, upload, title it, do all the shit, whatever. It's dumb easy.
I'm taking all my music down from streaming services.
No, we
You see
should
what
just
Tory
make
Lanez
new
did?
shit. We should make new shit and
I
just put it in
seen
the
what the fuck
NFTs,
Tory
bro.
Lanez
Tory Lanez
did.
did.
Yeah, that
So
nigga
down
did a
for
million.
$1, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, ain't nobody saying don't do the new shit.
No.
I'm saying transfer the old shit to there. Like,
Right.
you leaving
But-
money on the table, baby. Come
But
on. Take it
question.
all over there if you really believe
You
Well,
it.
take
no,
you take
question.
the F word episodes and mint them. All of
Oh,
them.
Do it fuck up the streaming though? Can you stream an NFT?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't give a
that's
fuck.
the thing I would be concerned about. Is like, you know what I mean? But yeah,
Yep.
It doesn't operate in the same space.
I know that's my
They don't
concern.
even interrupt each other.
But that would be the thing though. Can you use shit that's like content that's for
Come on,
NFTs?
pull it from like Apple or Spotify and mint it.
No, not that. I mean like when you're playing the NFT, do the stream count?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so because it's not streaming at all.
Right.
But you are getting paid when you put your royalty on it. That's the cool thing about NFTs. You can put like 5%, 10%, 20% royalty on it. Right? You can do that in perpetuity. Meaning, if I sell DJB NFT and for 1 ETH, and then another nigga buy it, sell it for 2, I get 10% or 5, whatever I mark, I get off every time it's sold in perpetuity. So if the motherfucker keep going up, you get 5 or 10, whatever you set, 10% of whatever it sells for, and throughout perpetuity. That's what's dope about NFT too. So you get paid once, and you keep getting paid after that if it keep going big.
Yeah. NFTs, baby. I'm on them. I'm on them today. But like, what would you suggest for people who are trying to pursue rap right now, right?
Mhm.
And they need some money.
They need money.
Yeah, they broke, but they want to be a rapper. What should they do?
Go hard on your social media.
Mm.
Most of them rappers are broke. They looking at.
Yeah, I know.
Most rappers they even like and they looking to compare themselves to don't have no money either.
Mm.
You know, so go hard on your social media. Whatever you got to do to go hard, whatever you got to do that you can live with, that you can look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day. That's the only way. If you ain't got no bread, that's the only way. Because you got to be seen. You got to be seen, which means you can be heard, which means you can get popping if people like what they're hearing. They would see and hear. That's the only way. There's no way about I'm talking about if you have no capital and you're trying to operate in this space. Social media is the only way to do it. IG, TikTok, however you do it, get it going. Because somebody's out there doing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I watch people. I come across pages every time. It may be some rapper. The rapper may be from here in my own backyard. He got 1 million followers, and I've never heard of this nigga.
Right.
But what does it mean? He got 1 million followers.
Right.
Just because I heard it don't
Just
mean
because
shit.
you ain't heard it don't mean a goddamn thing.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
a world
He did
far
something
bigger
right.
than us.
He did something right, whether it was social media, whatever he did, he got popping. So in his section or area or whatever, whoever knows him, that's all that matters. You can do anything once you got them kind of numbers. What's crazy is right now, I'm pretty sure if you're an artist and you got like 1 million followers, 2 million followers, you can walk in any label just off that alone.
Yeah, for sure.
Before they hear any music. Like, I'm such and such and I have 2 million followers.
This is me.
Here's my music. Right, for sure. Because they need to see why. Because the money come with that.
Right, for sure. Oh, you can reach people.
Yeah.
We want money from people. That's how it goes.
Yes, please.
Well, yeah, no, for sure. I think that is everything for us.
I always say dead space when I'm in interviews. It's always dead space. Dead space. I try to fill it up.
It was Dead Space because it was the end. I would like to thank Bad Lucc for coming out.
Thanks for
Good
having me,
luck.
man.
Fuck. Sorry.
It happens.
I'll give you a hug. Thank you to Luck for coming through. I really appreciate you always coming through whenever we ask
Thanks
for
for having
anything
me.
from
Thank
you.
you.
I'm for real. We should work on making something visual for the world to have.
Let me know.
Yeah, bet.
It's just that simple. I mean, I say it, and then if people don't see it, all I'm gonna say is DJB didn't hit me, or Evan.
Damn. Right. It's Evan, you son of a bitch. Get the fucking work done. Oh, now he's just gonna pretend like he's looking at the camera the whole time. That's okay. But Haze, thank you so much
I
for coming
appreciate
through,
you,
bro.
You already know, man.
You did an amazing job
My
stepping
man.
in.
Pleasure
Yeah,
meeting you,
for
bro.
sure.
You already
Absolute
know,
pleasure.
man. Likewise, bro.
Y'all keep minding your own business.
That's a great name for a podcast.
Thank you. You know where the story came from?
I do not know it.
All right, I'll tell you. My girl's grandma was on the news for like turning like 83 or something, right? And then,
Why?
because she's old.
83 is like it's not like 100 something.
And I guess her granddaughter put happy birthday on their lawn,
Got it. Okay.
right? So it was like, oh, they did so much for him, right? And then they was like, so what advice would you give people to make it as far as you've made it? And she was like,
Mind your own business.
You cannot be mad at that.
Hey, no, that's the realest shit, though, bro.
That.
That is literally
That was
the
some
realest
real
shit.
business.
There was a good year. Her grandma died, right? So there was a good year where every time somebody take a shot, I would be like, to minding your own business. Like it didn't matter what the fuck they toasted to. I'll just add that.
Dude, you'll
Mind your
you'll
own
go so much
business.
further if you mind your own business.
Right,
Bro.
But when do you? Let me ask y'all. I know we off the record right now, but
them niggas might be recording.
it's
bro.
all good. I'm not saying nothing crazy. But I was having a conversation with some partners of mine, right? And they were talking about a lot of these videos when it comes to like women and dudes doing disrespectful shit to women, like in the streets. Like whether it's like, I remember that video where old boy threw old girl in the trash in New York, and then some dude got mad at some girl because he didn't get her number, so he shot her. Crazy shit like that, right?
Niggas are sensitive, bro.
They are, and they weak as shit.
Yeah.
I be thinking like, what happens when like I can't watch certain shit happen?
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
facts.
And I almost sometimes like pray that I don't be around certain kind of stuff because we are black people. We live by mind your own business.
Yeah.
But what happens with mind your own business is we find ourselves in a lot of trauma because of mind your own business. Right? A lot of us was minding our own business when you found out your nasty ass uncle was doing bullshit to kids coming up in the family.
Real quick. Welcome back to Mind Your Own Business. We said we was leaving, but we got our second win. Okay, keep going. We got trauma from minding our own business.
Yeah, we got trauma from minding our business, and we live by that, right?
Yeah.
Mind your own business, especially we'll see some shit and we like that ain't my business,
Yeah.
right? But like it kind of is our business though. It's like our responsibility to do something about
To mind your own business.
You don't want to shut
No,
up?
I'm fine, thank you.
All
It's kind of like it's our business to take care of our own and take care and being right and not wrong. So when wrong is happening,
Yeah.
like it makes you wrong. It makes you wrong too. So although I understand the mind your own business, she being 83 and saying mind your own business, and I get that because we were all born on that. But that shit has. I was talking to a friend today, and one of her cousins, tried to commit suicide. She got some mental things going on, right? And a lot of times, even in the family, we have relatives like that we just kind of push to the side, right? You black people, we good for like, oh, that's your crazy uncle such and such. But nigga, that's a real medical issue. He not just crazy because he be tripping. Like it's a real something going on with his brain, and y'all just put the nigga in the corner or just let him live out back in the back house. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's some black people shit.
Right. Wait, who is that back there? Mind your own business.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
No, that
or
nigga
like
needs some
I
help.
said, when something happens to some woman on the street or somebody, we always like that's our first thing to mind our business because we've been told that, we've been raised about that, and it's such a fucked up thing because
It's a survival mechanism, though.
yeah,
We're ingrained in
it is.
that. We're ingrained in that because
It's them
think about where
spidey
we came
senses,
from.
bro.
Again, like you know what's crazy? You ever seen Black AF?
Yes, for sure.
Kenya Barris is onto something, bro.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
amazing.
always relate it back to slavery.
For sure.
We have to mind our own business because think about what we saw our family members going through, our
Yep.
friends going through, right? They getting their ass whooped for no reason, and you be like, "What the fuck?" Like, and then be like, "Mind your own business." You know what I mean?
And I mean, just
It's
think
deeply
about it,
rooted
bro.
in us.
Like, yeah, and to speak on the deeply rooted, genetically, bro, for us to even be here, bro, there's a certain level of survival that had to have occurred, that preceded us, bro. Like the survivors that made it to create us, bro. Like,
Right, because niggas was dying
Yes,
on the way
bro.
to America,
Yes, bro.
They was,
So, like,
that ship
somehow,
voyage
bro,
was
we were strong
tough.
enough, we were smart enough, we were like fearless enough and fearful enough to have made it to this point. And then thankfully, bro, we're at an age now where we could procreate and shit and create on a lineage, bro, that like, But look, to your point though, bro, I think you're right. I think that it's mind your own business, but with caveats though. Like, you know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
You can't
Right.
be out here like letting people go outside the wrong way. Like, but it's also certain shit that I'm gonna mind my business with. Like, somebody trap booming, it's not my business. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
That's what I mean to that
facts,
point.
Like,
It's always caveats. So that's
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
Certain things I can't because we don't know how to separate it. Right? We don't know how to say when not to and when we should. We just live by mind your own business that's it. Like you said, it's a survival mechanism, right? But it's like, can you live with that? Like, you know what I mean? Even the people who can live with that, I would say that's trauma.
Right.
If you can live with that, that's trauma that you don't even know that's trauma.
Damn, that is a deep, deep rooted like mental issue.
Because how could you watch that happen? If
You don't have any type of empathy?
No. You know how you could watch it happen? Y'all know what the amygdala is, right?
Hell no, what the fuck is
It's
that?
like the shit in the back of your brain. It's like the small part of your brain.
that's what,
freeze, flight, or fight.
Yeah,
freeze,
that's what,
flight, or fight.
On Django, that Candyman was talking about.
Well,
he's talking about with the back of the skull with the thing.
Yeah, kind of, but not necessarily that though. The amygdala is actually like a scientific part of your brain that's connected to your spine. It's like responsible for fight or flight. It's not like in the skull.
Okay.
So like this shit specifically is responsible for like the fear that, like, you know, if something was ruffling in the bushes, niggas' first instinct would be to stop, try. Oh my bad, I'm high. Then try and run, and then if we had to, we'll try
to run
like,
or fight.
Yeah, fight would be the
first
last
thing is
resort
freeze.
though.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
exactly. So like that's how niggas be in them situations where it's like mind your own business because the fear paralyzed a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And then they just sit back and watch that shit happen.
You know, and so you know what needs to happen, I think, is that being a thing, that means there's always room for reprogramming.
Facts. Hell yeah.
That's
bro.
the problem. Because I would argue that wasn't even first. The design of us, we wasn't even like that first. I believe the trauma of what happened with slavery put us in this condition, and then now we're reprogrammed to live like this.
We're reprogrammed to live in survival mode.
To live in survival mode.
Right.
And then now it's like, oh, don't do, like when you know, back then when they would take the quote unquote buck and fucking torture him or beat the shit out of him or separate him by horses in front of his family so the moms can tell the kids that this is why you don't mess with the white man, and then teach that shit and then trickle down and it teach you forever. It's like you find yourself in 2021 with your L's, car registered, brand new car, you ain't got a record or nothing, you still nervous because the police behind you. Right?
Yeah, big fact.
Because that trauma from like all them years of just like, don't mess with the white man, right? All them things. But I think just to reprogram it and mind your business needs to be a reprogramming, because we should also know as adults when to and not to mind your business.
Thank you.
But we can't use that as an overall thing to be like, I'm not getting in nothing.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm not getting. Right now, some niggas run back here because they looking for Evan, because Evan got some shit going on in the street that we didn't know about. And then if it was like mafia shit, right?
Evan knows what's gonna happen.
No, right. But I'm saying for the most part, if it's mafia, well, if we in the backyard, obviously this is our space. If it's on the street somewhere and it's some shit, and somebody like, damn, what's up? It could be like 7 Italian dudes in a neighborhood full of black people, and they just let it happen.
Yeah.
Because they look like, oh, like what he do? Fuck what he did. Help this nigga, and you'll figure out the rest of the shit later.
We can figure out what he did after we helped.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's just crazy. I was just thinking about that with the mind your business thing. It gets deep. It gets deep.
Look, I gotta say this though. Hold on.
Go
Look.
ahead.
On the first episode, they said I said some shit that was out of pocket. I'm not gonna be out of pocket this time. If some niggas came looking for Evan, bro, we're gonna have a nice discussion with them gentlemen, for sure. We're gonna converse we're gonna fraternize with them gentlemen, bro. Like,
There will be a conversation.
yeah, bro. We gonna pop that shit with them niggas. Like,
I'm sorry, excuse me, what's happening right now?
excuse me, bro.
Hold on 1 second. Who's the leader?
Yeah, what the congresswoman be saying, like, let me reclaim my time. Like, we gonna have to reclaim some time with them gentlemen. Like, yeah, nah, for sure, bro.
Nah, but yeah, it's just I thought about that when you said that, like, get into the mind your business thing, and I'm like, dude, that's fucking us up.
That's some trauma. That's some trauma. But I gotta be honest with y'all. I've already decided to make the lifetime vow of minding my own business. So I'm gonna just keep doing that.
Thank you. I'm with you, baby.
I'm not mad at that.
But I volunteer people to be the change of not mind your own business. Mind everybody else's.
You know, the
business.
flip. What happens is
get
that,
your camera.
That's why I'm not mad at. That's why I'm not mad at that. What happens is that when you find yourself in position, and then everybody around you mind their business, then it get bad for you.
Yeah, I could.
You know, it's like it's a fucked up thing. Like, you know what I mean? You wish you had some. My nigga, you know, a lot of times shit be happening on the streets. It be a gang of people around. You know that show. What's it called? What you would have done or something like that. What would you do? And they'll
the
show
children's show.
No, it'd be
it's
like
not
a gang of
it's
different shit happening.
It's like
though,
they'll have a scenario in the street where some dude jump out of a van and try to snatch a woman just to see what everybody would do. Dude, you know, majority of the time niggas don't be doing shit.
I know for a fact that that's the
Right,
case.
and I'm just like, yo, y'all just, or somebody come and try to walk a baby off or something, and niggas be around like, yo, hey, they got your baby. Like, my nigga, what are you doing? Like, you just watched the baby get walked off. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's hard for me to watch that kind of shit, especially with me getting older, my mind changing, how I'm looking at life changes. Bro, how I look at us changes, right? The problem is that when niggas like that look at somebody like you, like me looking at you, the reason why I'll never in life ever do anything to harm you, because I find value in you.
Right.
And you being who you are and you being a black man, because you look like me, we look like each other, we got that commonality. And the reason why it happens in like gang banging or street shit is because the hate we have on ourselves. If I hate me and everything I got going on in my life, how in the fuck can I respect you? That's why it don't take nothing for you to step on my shoe or you DM my girl and I'm trying to smoke everything. Like, you know what I mean? The problem is people don't see value in each other. So with me seeing value in you, that means I see value in a little girl or the daughter or the girl who's in the park by herself and somebody jumped out, because it can't weigh on me later what happened to her if I stand and let that go down.
Is there anybody you don't feel value for?
No, I find value in all things. I find value in
Kyle Rittenhouse, bro.
No. So look, I don't feel like this. I don't hate anyone, but there's people I dislike. Yeah. I dislike him for what he did.
George Zimmerman, bro.
You know what I mean? Same thing.
Yeah. You find value in George Zimmerman?
No, I don't. I'm not finding value in them because of what they did. It's a different kind of creed.
I ain't ask why you find value in them, but you do find value in them.
No, I don't find value. I'm trying to, like, because I'm not speaking like on everybody's. First of all, I wouldn't speak on white people in general. I speak about us.
I'm aware of that.
Outside of that, but outside, right.
Question. If you seen, like, this is a burnt question, so I don't know what we're doing, but look. If you seen them niggas, bro, and you knew they didn't have a blower on them, bro.
See who?
Kyle Rittenhouse and George Zimmerman, you know they don't got blower on them, and you like in a motherfucking like Macy's or something. Not even Macy's, bro. Somewhere probably more intimate, bro. A little more like where they can't run from you.
I'm be real
and
with
it's
you.
kind of a situation.
I'm be real with you.
What
I
are
would
you
not.
doing?
I would not do nothing to Rittenhouse.
Yeah, he's too young. He's a kid.
Well, that nigga getting pummeled. I'm pummeling my boy on somebody. Nigga, we in there.
I look at it like this. Let me give you some perspective of not being in that situation.
Can we just talk about the elephant in the room, that none of the people that he killed was black?
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, so here, but not even that though.
What about Zimmerman?
No, that's a different case.
All right, we'll talk him. We'll talk Z.
Kyle Rittenhouse for me is he's a kid. First of all,
he's a kid that killed white people.
I mean,
he's a kid. Period. I'm not fucking with him. I can't. I can't fuck with him. I can call somebody. I'm up there. And I'm watching. I'm holding. I'm watching.
Hey, I got a little homie.
Whatever. But Zimmerman, I have to pray that I do nothing, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't really want to do nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
But I do want to do everything.
Right. I just want to squabble with bro.
Because you understand, I got a wife and kid. Like, I can't just do
facts.
what? Can do what?
That's right. It's my bad though.
I'll beat that nigga up. I'll at least punch him once. If I just seen him on the lonesome,
Or what about to hit him with the LeBron elbow on accident?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I saw George Zimmerman in public and he was by himself, I would do nothing to him, because I would not know that was George Zimmerman.
Right.
I totally would.
You know what I mean? You would know George Zimmerman if you seen him?
Right now. If I ever see that face, I'm never gonna forget.
I can't do that.
Remember, bro.
If he walked back here right now, I'd be like, bro, George Zimmerman, and I'd probably give him a jump. But
no, like if the nigga walked in my backyard, yes. But if I seen him on Third, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I seen
walking in your backyard, I think that's when you wouldn't know George Zimmerman. Because you like, what? Why is he in my backyard?
It would be real. Who is this George Zimmerman looking motherfucker?
Would you say his whole name?
Who the fuck calls him George?
You know it's bad when black people know your whole name. Like, we know your government, bro. It's up for you, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, nah.
But like, I would think it was somebody that looked like
Zen on some Zen shit, man. I couldn't hold my anger on it.
Facts. We know.
I'm trying to be cool with I wouldn't want to do that. But there's no, you can't. He got that off, and he paid no price for it.
Right. I would not. I would think it was like, huh, oh, George Zimmerman like a motherfucker going on. I would not think it was George Zimmerman, and he would get away if he saw me. It's not because I saw George Zimmerman and thought he should get away. I would just think somebody looked like George Zimmerman. I wouldn't believe it was them.
Do you guys think that this is ever going to be better for us here in America?
It is getting better for us here in
You
America.
think so?
I know for a
You think
fact
so too?
it is.
You mean police brutality?
Everything negative to come with being us in America.
Listen,
I think.
oh, go ahead. No,
My bad. I think all of that shit is tied to economics, right? I feel
Absolutely.
like I seen this nigga Money Man. He was talking the other day on live, and he was like, "Nigga, only 8% make over $150,000 a year." So like when you think about it, that means the other 92% make under that. Like now, I'm not saying $150,000 should be the standard or the golden standard or anything, but like that's honestly like would be like a livable wage where you could travel and have leisure and all kind of shit.
You can live a regular life.
Exactly, right?
With a vacation.
With that, yeah, exactly. With a vacation, that's it. It would be
regular
that
life,
house,
regular life,
running
and
water.
home ownership means regular.
Thank you.
Right.
It would be that shit, right? But then you think about 92% of Americans don't make that. Then you know, make that bigger, and you look at the rest of the world, it's even fewer that make that shit. So like, I think all of that shit is tied to economics. I think that the death rates, I think that the way that black people are treated, like mortality rates, health rates, all that shit tied to economics. And to your point, bro, if only 8%, you know the police ain't making that. And you know the police aren't educated, so they're going to keep killing us. In the jails, they're going to keep killing us. They're going to keep imprisoning us.
You think that's an economics and education problem?
Hell yeah, bro. It's economics that, think about what do the prisons get for each prisoner a year? Ain't it like $70,000 or $80,000 a year?
You talking about the prisoners or the cops?
No, the prisoners in prison.
Right. But I'm saying I was asking about the cops.
Oh, cops only get like $50,000 a year. Or
right.
some
I'm
shit.
saying, so you think they doing that because of the economics and the education?
Hell yeah, I think that being a cop is an easy job. You could come straight out of high school, make 50 bands a year, no education, and I could go out on the streets and.
That's like joining the army and staying home.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And just to be clear, you saying if they come in and do that, that's gonna make them racist?
I mean, I'm not saying that it's gonna make them racist.
Because I'm not saying
it's not a vast screening process
wait.
for not being racist.
But the constructs in America already make cops racist, period. Like, the constructs in America do. It's already visualized and televised that cops are one way and the civilians are another. So even if you're a cool nigga.
These civilians.
Right. Even if you're a cool nigga, as a cop, your disposition is the general masses hate me because it's what I see on NYPD Blue and all the movies and all the hood shit that I watch. Yeah. So when I go out into the world as a cop, you already hate me, so fuck you.
So let me ask you this.
I'm gonna turn up on you every time what I'm saying?
So let's flip that, right?
But it's coincidentally more to black people that they decide to turn
Thank you. But it's because they interact more with us. They're more heavily saturated in black communities.
Why are they interacting
They're not
with
as
us more?
much.
That's what's fucked up.
They're not as dispersed in Beverly Hills.
That's where. But so I was gonna say the flip side of that is that none of that shit makes you racist. I know black people can't be racist. I get it. But I'm saying none of that makes you a bigot.
Right.
Like everything you just said, we got it worse than that. We come under that.
Right.
And none of that made us bigots.
Right.
Side note, the word bigot seemed more offensive than racist to me. Like, call me racist before you call me a bigot.
Yeah.
I don't even fully understand what bigot means.
Right.
I am highly offended by it. Call me a racist.
The only reason like black people can't be racist, like, and I've heard that theory is like, it's only because of the power construct, though.
Yeah.
Because racism is only about power construct,
right?
And you being superior to another.
The oppressed cannot be racist.
Yeah, so for sure. Well, no,
I've heard that definition.
I know, but they need to be clear on that too. I've heard that too, and I got to straighten people out. So look, there's other people. Because you can't group us all in with POC, people of color.
Right.
Everybody's not black. Right. But you can be a person of color, be oppressed, and still be racist to black people.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
You can be Asian, or
even
some
though
shit,
oppressed can be
like,
racist.
Yeah.
We can't. We can't.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We can't, because even there's a large part of the Hispanic community can. And we born and raised with Hispanic with Mexicans all day long.
You know what I heard once about black people? It's fucked up because we are the only people, African Americans, we are the only people without culture.
Yeah.
Like, and so we are in the process of making our culture. You know what I'm saying? But like, people have deep rooted hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. But like,
the Italians,
they just fucking stripped us and started naming us Derek. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't. So that's a problem. Not having your own language is a problem.
Right.
Like not having your own language.
We
Not
don't have
having
our own home. Like,
Yeah.
Irish people can go all the way back to Ireland. You
and
know what I'm
research that
saying?
shit.
And Africa's so big, and then this is another conversation, but Africa's so big that you can't just go there and be like, I'm from here,
Right.
right? And what about the people who didn't come from Africa?
Right.
Because we were all over the world. We were here before the Indians were here. We was some of the first Indians, right? And indigenous to this land before so-called Columbus
Went
ran
to
and found a whole other
Cuba.
spot.
He didn't even get to
Right.
the States. He went to Cuba.
So
That's where Columbus went?
yeah, Cuba.
Damn.
He didn't even make it
Why
to the
they get that
States, bro.
nigga a holiday in October?
Yeah, nah, Bo Foxy.
crazy. Is
My
it
birthday
October?
in October.
Is it October?
Yeah, Columbus Day is for sure in
Okay.
October because it's near my birthday, so I know everything. I was like, I don't like the guy, but he got me a day off.
Right. Pop it, bro.
He's a piece of shit.
Right,
He's a piece of shit.
right, for sure.
Same with the Pilgrims the other day or a few weeks ago or whatever.
What Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean? Oh, how they gave them smallpox and killed them all?
Yeah.
Like they put the
But we
germs
celebrate
in
that.
the blanket.
I'm taking that day off. What the fuck,
Right.
nigga? I'm for sure taking the Thanksgiving off.
White people are evil. Damn.
Oh shit.
Historically.
Caveat.
All right, fuck that nigga. You disagree with me?
No, I mean, bro, I agree with you, nigga. But
All right,
like you said, caveat.
don't leave
though.
me out here like.
Nigga, no,
like,
pop
okay,
it, bro.
You
Pop
said
it,
that.
bro.
You
Pop
said
it,
it.
bro.
Like, okay.
Pop it,
My
bro.
boy was on that island up by himself.
All right, yeah, y'all tried to leave me. Fuck that shit.
No, bro, I'm
like,
with you,
whoa.
nigga. Like, I've read Guns, Germs, and Steel.
Do you
nigga.
think white people are evil?
I think a lot of white people are evil.
I'm saying I'm not even talking about right now. I'm talking about historically. Y'all motherfuckers is evil.
All of them?
That's
The winners
So
write the
basically,
story,
when you-
and the stories I hear, the white
Let
people
me
are
ask
the
you
evil
right now.
ones.
So
Yeah,
when you
no.
see right now, when you see if you walk around and see old white people, do you figure to yourself like, oh, you was very racist as fuck back in the day?
Yeah, your
I figured
family
that.
has
No,
been
them, some of
racist.
them. You gotta think like
No,
80
I don't think that.
You said
with
old
what
white
they
80
see.
something. I said old white people. Remember that?
Oh,
that
old
maybe-
white people?
Yeah,
Yes.
old white people.
Yes.
Yeah, because segregation was within our parents' lifetime,
And-
bro.
You believe every-
Dr. King died in
Believe everybody was
'67,
white,
bro.
Racist? Everybody,
Dr.
everybody
King,
white was racist.
Dr. King died in '67.
No,
Right.
And-
I don't either.
I mean, I don't think that, bro. But you know, like,
A large part though.
but
yeah.
you know, you just if you got a guess and you got some money on it, you should guess that they racist because you'll probably like be all right.
And I mean, bro, like, if we really get into it, if you really think about the dynamics of LA where we are right now, it's segregated as fuck, bro. We live in the inner city. We live inside the freeways, the 10, the 110, the 405, and the 105. Them niggas live on the other sides of the freeway, bro. That's just a
And they
fact,
didn't used
bro.
to.
I mean, but they do now. Like,
I know.
it's just segregated, bro. Like, that's a fact, and that's happened within the generation from the civil rights movement to now. So, like, to bro's point, white people do be pretty racist historically, bro.
Right, historically.
No,
I'm not
historically,
talking
no,
about nobody
Nobody's
today.
arguing historically.
I'm not talking about nobody
Yeah.
today because
The way he said it
I
though
was-
was just like bland across the board.
Right.
These people are evil. Period. Point blank. Period. And you went back and was like, nah,
Well,
you
hold on.
backtrack. Then you went back.
No, wait,
Man,
can I? In
is
bro's
what it is.
defense, though, in bro's defense, yo, can we just ask for people to make their disposition clear? Like, if you're not racist, like, you should actually have, that should be something that you have to, like, be fucking
But why ask for
demonstrative about it. No, bro,
Right.
because, bro, like, I would rather a motherfucker tell me that they're racist to my face and be that instead of like being like, oh
Well-
yeah, I support the movement and not cool about it, bro. If you gonna be racist to me.
No, I
100,
understand
bro,
that,
like-
but the reason why I said why would they do that is because other than like Klan or neo-Nazi, racist neo-Nazis, like everybody else has been saying they not racist.
I don't agree with
They
that, bro.
all said they're not racist.
Bro,
They all say it.
hold on, no.
That's what I'm saying,
not
like-
true. The ballots didn't say that in November of a couple of years ago, bro. When you really look at these elections every year, bro, half of the country is split. It's always half of the country, bro. And,
Wait, bro, you talking about? I said people who are actually saying that they are racist.
yeah, no, of course, but
Uh-huh.
that's the whole thing, bro. It's about overt racism and covert racism, bro. Like,
Right, but I'm saying-
so if your views align with somebody who
That's
wants to
racist.
displace white people
Yeah.
or displace black people,
Yeah.
and you want to fucking subjugate us, and you want to make healthcare harder for us, jobs harder for us, wages harder for us, you want to kill us with the type of food and shit that's distributed to us. That's racist, bro.
No, I'm not. We don't argue. We on the same page as that.
Yeah, no,
What I'm
facts.
saying is that these people are the same people that are saying they are not racist, even
But
though they're
you can
doing
be,
all
though.
that. No,
You
I
can
understand
be.
that, but I'm saying that's why I asked. Why would you ask for that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
these
then-
people are saying they're not racist.
I mean,
Right.
It's like, why would I
they
ask?
should at least just
You know,
tell
Richard
us
Zimmerman.
that.
Do you believe George Zimmerman said George Zimmerman is a racist?
Hell yeah, that nigga's
He
racist.
says he's not
bro.
racist.
Of course,
He
bro.
even says he's not racist.
But to my point, I'm saying, of course he would say.
Yeah, nah.
What are you supposed to say? I'm racist.
No,
Because
but
now
I
you
would-
just all the way with that shit.
Yeah, right.
You might
Now
as
you
well
got a
be
hood.
over- now you got a hood now. You
Took the white hood on at this
You know what I'm
point.
saying?
Like,
You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even. Yes, I would respect overt racism. Like, you know what I mean? So with me and Trump was like, I looked at Trump that way. I looked at like, well, shit. I'd rather have this nigga talking about fuck all y'all than have somebody like Biden where you gotta be like, everything he's changing is around us, not for us.
Right.
Everything he's doing is like against us a little bit, but not for us. Like where we got to try to guess. Now I'm not guessing. I know what I think Biden is, but I'm talking about like for the people who
he's the
eating
president.
this shit. Right, the president. That's what I was gonna say. But like, but somebody like Trump, like for me, I'm like, well, shit. At least he's showing you what he was. Ain't no
But
surprises.
both of them niggas said they wasn't racist too, though, and that's
Of
why I
course.
think
But
that.
That's to my point
but
earlier.
that's what you know what's funny? That was something I was thinking when Hillary and
She
Donald
said she wasn't racist.
right. And that's the exact point. Donald Trump say he ain't racist. Hillary says she ain't racist. But Donald Trump can't hide that he's racist.
Right.
Hillary is sneaky. Her family is the one that initiated the
Right.
3-strike rule,
Right.
which disenfranchised our families forever and deep-rooted disconnecting our family bond, like as a culture forever. Like the Clintons did that, admitted to it, and apologized for it.
And that's what I was saying earlier. That's what the point
So
of me
that's
asking,
way
like,
more dangerous
why
than
you
a
wanna
Donald
know
Trump
is
that's be like,
because-
they're all good people.
Yeah, I'm saying why you want to know that, because whether you know or not, the same result. They're gonna get the same results from these people.
That's real.
These people who are doing this and saying this and acting this way. You know what I mean? I don't need for somebody to be. I don't need. You can't hang no nigga from a tree and be like, what? Like, I'm not racist. I did that because he was saying something to my daughter, so I killed him. And I just chose a noose. That's how I wanted to kill him.
And what you think about lethal injections, though?
That's still a
Same.
thing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. that's the thing.
Damn, I don't like that.
They was about to execute a nigga the other day in some state,
went
bro.
bad.
And they had to stay it because he was innocent. The only reason they stayed his execution because it was proven he was innocent. And he's, to my knowledge, he still ain't been released yet to this day. So it's like, nigga, what kind of shit is that, bro? Like, it's been proven I'm innocent the day of my execution or like leading up to that shit, right?
Well, you heard about the boy just got out.
That's
not
crazy.
got out. Got exonerated finally after all these years. The lady who wrote the book. What's the Lovely Bones? Remember that movie? They had a movie that came out, Lovely Bones, something like, right?
Mhm.
And so the author of that book, years ago, wrote a memoir talking about how she got raped by a black dude. This black dude they just exonerated.
Okay.
And even though he wasn't the one she pointed out in a lineup. She pointed out another nigga in the lineup. And when they got to court, the police had him in there, and then she put it on him. So he ended up doing all these years in jail, and he just got exonerated. I think dude is like somebody, I forgot his name, but he like do something like somebody know like you would know, not you would know like he's famous like that, but he do something anyway. And we found out just now she wrote that memoir like some black dude raped her, so she basically just point out anybody.
Dog,
If you're
they
there,
always,
it-
it was a black guy.
Yeah, Emmett Till, same shit. The lady said that
sure.
he didn't
Yeah.
whistle at her and
I
shit. Like, you
hate
feel
her
me?
so
Like,
much.
but yeah, no, historically, and you know, this kind of goes back to your question originally, though. Will it change or has it gotten worse? I think was something to that
Oh,
effect.
I said, would it get better?
No,
You said it has. DJB said it has.
it has not, and it will not until the economics change.
Okay.
That's- You feel me?
And what you think it has gotten better?
I think. Oh, I'm glad we brought it. I'm glad you asked me that question because
Welcome back.
I would hate. Right. Right.
No, but
So, all right. So look.
but we stood on that.
But all right. So look. What I think the biggest racial equalizer is absolutely the internet. You can go onto the internet and make more money than you ever thought you could because you can sell something to the entire world,
Yeah.
and they do not know what race you are.
That's facts.
Okay.
If you market it
There
the right
is
way
no-
and shit, yeah.
You sell a product.
Yeah, a
Not-
makeup product and shit.
Not you are selling a product, but sell a product. There is no racial inequalities there. Like, so if we really like deserve equality like we want to economically, it is a great time to try to like get there because that is the perfect equalizer. Like, go ham here. There is no racial biases here. You get what I'm saying? You're selling stuff on the internet.
Right.
Get the money.
I wouldn't say there's no racial biases. It's kind of like, okay,
You think there is racial bias in selling stuff on the internet?
you don't think it's already,
Like
there always are.
algorithms and shit.
Yeah, it's like if they
Possibly.
They're like,
sure.
oh shit,
SEOs
he's,
or
he's,
something.
shadow
he's-
ban, all that shit. Like it could be a bunch of things.
You think eBay is like, oh shit, he's posting stuff from 90047.
Depending on who you
Put
are,
his shit down.
depending on who you are, what you did. For example, say if something happened in the news or something, or you may have been talking about something political on your page, and then a bunch of people just felt like that was wrong.
No, what
And
I'm
then
trying
all
to
of a sudden-
tell you
all of a
is,
sudden eBay took your account down.
no, what I'm
because
trying to
you
tell you
attached to that
is
account.
you, as a person on the internet, and you selling stuff on the internet are not connected.
But they are connected.
They are not at all.
How so? How so?
You gotta delink.
It's just a different profile, nigga. Like, it's,
Oh, you talking? If you set up like a ghost account,
no, not a fucking ghost account, a real ass account where you just sell
bro,
stuff.
people get caught. They taking out businesses every day from some Karen who they've then found and linked and found some shit she done sold or something, another page she done sold because she said some shit. Now she's separate from her business or a publisher or a job or whatever. She had two different identities, all kinds of stuff like that. This shit happens every day.
Well,
If they want to find out, you think nobody knows DJB is selling these books over here on the low? If they want to find out, they're gonna find out.
who the fuck is they that's caring about me selling a goddamn book?
What I'm saying is,
There isn't that there.
but
That
see,
they
that's the
is
thing.
not there.
No, right. I understand that. All I'm saying is, you said there's no racial bias. I'm saying put in certain situations, it changes. Its variables change that. To say there's
Then you
no
moving sloppy on the internet.
To
if
say
they
there's
know.
no meaning they know. Period. Meaning you don't have to separate yourself. You don't have to be, and it'll be no problem selling anything. To say there's no racial biases, meaning I can be who I am and I can sell whatever I sell, attached to it and everything, and never have no problem because I'm a black man.
I'm
Selling.
doing that shit, bro.
I'm not
telling
saying
you.
you're not. I'm saying racial, depending on the situation and variables, a problem can happen because you are a black man.
You ain't selling shit on the internet. You don't understand.
That was your go-to.
That's what happened. That's what you're telling me right now. Like, you don't get what I'm saying.
I
Like,
completely understand what you're saying.
like
I
I just got
understand how
I'm just a
racial
random
bias-
Amazon account that niggas is buying a towel from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Like, they're not gonna be like, I'm gonna find a way to see if that's a black guy selling towels. Like,
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it depends on the situation.
it's got to
It
be
can-
a far-fetched situation.
It can always be a thing.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And what happens is it's hard to not live as yourself. See, look, I wish the racial biases were gone completely. I wish that was a real thing. How I view it, not how you
Other countries don't have it.
don't have what.
racial biases,
That's
bro.
Maybe
a fucking lie.
Nigga, that doesn't exist everywhere.
No,
like
don't
it
exist everywhere,
exists
but
here,
don't say it like
bro.
Not
other
like
countries
it
don't have
exists
it.
here.
Yeah,
But the
No,
word
it's
is
there.
used where other countries don't have it. I'm like,
I mean,
shit, they don't.
it's not everywhere like it exists here, bro.
You ever tried to catch an Uber in France?
No, I have not.
I heard that shit is difficult. Nigga.
And I know in New York firsthand it's difficult.
It's racism.
Taxi, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Uber.
It's racism in a whole lot of places, bro.
Yeah, no,
Like across this globe, all over. Like when it comes to cultural appropriation, gentrification, colonizing, bro, you gotta understand. No matter where you standing at, the history of that country is started in racism.
Right.
Some bullshit went down. It's like, dude, for example, if you go to Thailand, walking around Thailand, looking at all the beautiful statues and everything, you see the statues with the woman with the hair, the knots, hair, whatever. Those are knots. That's a black woman. That's not even to be argued. They can't even argue it to me. But when you see the
Thai
commercials,
people look like us.
come on, man. Like
With
like,
the
when you
noses
get
and
deep,
shit,
when you get there, or you see the people from there, and then when you look at these people, they look like you but Asian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the reason why your features look like that is because weather conditions.
Yeah.
That's why the eyes slanted eyes, and you look like that because weather conditions and climate. That's how you would look if you grew up over here with the climate being like this. Like, you know what I mean? It's genetic, but it's genetic from the area and then a bloodline. And that's what makes it genetic.
But to your point though, Thai people that are darker skinned in Thailand don't be like, I'm a black Thai person.
No,
They just are Thai. So what I mean by the whole
But
racism
that's because of history lost
dynamic,
again.
but like the racism dynamic is not exactly the same. Even like in Mexico, right? Like people would think we were Mexican if we went to Mexico, bro.
But have you been to the
Like, you know what I'm saying?
in Mexico? But they also
But until they heard us speak.
and they also have Mexico. I just watched a documentary on that too. They had I forgot the city in Mexico. It's nothing but black people. All speak Spanish. They all understand they're African. They all understand when Africans came over there and when they sat down and created shit and the bloodline is there. They all know they're African. They just know they're African Latino.
Yeah.
They know they know it. And they speak it louder. No, we're Afro Latino. Just like if you go to some places, Dominican and Puerto Rico, and they'll say like, no, we black, but we're from Puerto Rico.
Right.
But we speak Spanish because that's what happened.
But the
You know what I
racism
mean?
is not like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like the racism is there. The stratification is there because
Yeah.
of like poverty and shit. Like,
And that's what I mean.
So it's like,
Yeah.
classism exists,
Yeah.
but it's not the same as racism like we have it here. Like a white person from there would not interact with them. Like the white and black people there would not interact the same like we would interact the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
because nigga, it's lighter people and darker people in like Mexico, right? Like there's
Lighter
lighter
people,
and darker
darker people,
people
Mexico,
here,
yes. Okay.
but they wouldn't interact with the same with each other like we would. You feel me?
They wouldn't, but then Mexico too. It's tricky. It's
I don't know a
tricky.
goddamn thing about life in Mexico.
I don't know much about traveling
because
either.
I've been on tour and I've been these places, and you fuck around and find yourself in the bar, and you like I gotta deal with this shit here too.
I know they got me at a strip club in TJ one time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, nigga. I was in there. I was in the strip
Well, that's
club.
because you was at a strip club with TJ.
That's exactly what happened. I had to learn that. It was $100 lesson. Let me tell you.
Oh, that ain't the worst lesson.
No. It was like, all right, I'm gonna take this out. Nigga, I had a girl giving me a lap dance on my lap, and then I was like rubbing on it. And she was like, I was just like, see.
Oh my god.
See, you feel me? My drunk ass was like,
Just
you
yes,
gonna
man.
fuck around and have a good time. You just keep saying yes, right? So just like she'd be like, I'd be like, see, right? And then she got up and grabbed my arm and took me to the back room. I was like, see.
That's your first prostitute?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Took me to the back room, right? And then took her top off and then started dancing. I was like, okay, she getting naked now. Oh shit, I'm about to fuck this bitch, right? Nigga, 4 minutes later, she just gets up and walks out the room. I was like, oh
What happened
shit.
in the 4 minutes?
She was dancing on me, giving me
Okay,
a lap
okay,
dance,
okay.
giving me a topless lap dance, right? So then I was like, but it was like one of them very
Right.
intense. I was like, oh shit,
This turn.
she loves me. This is my new. This is
Right.
this is where I will start my new life, right? And then she just got up and then just started walking out all slowly and shit. I was like, oh, where we going next, right? So I'm following her. Boom, get hit in the chest by a big ass buff dude and was like, that'll be $100. I was like, is that what the fuck I just did? I just got $100 lap dance.
That's crazy.
Damn, why did I keep saying
I got a
C?
whole.
If they would have bought it to you in
cheaper than
pesos,
that.
you would have been fucked
I
up.
got section TJ for cheaper than that.
I believe the fuck out of you. I was not happy with those prices.
Oh, God.
I didn't agree to these terms
Right.
before I did it.
Bro,
I didn't
that's
know what the
hilarious.
fuck I was doing. If she would have said lap dance $100 in the back, I'd have been like, no.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about thinking about that? You know how filthy we had to have been to be in a strip club in Tijuana, bro.
Yeah, I was
there
I
last
was
week.
outside.
Nigga, the fuck you mean, bro? That's what I mean. You know how filthy you was last week? And TJ?
It was
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You last week?
We're talking about you last week.
The filthy didn't change. It was last week.
You get exactly what we're saying.
Tomorrow. We hit and y'all trying to go to no.
Nah, I'm good. Wait, tomorrow? Nah.
We can go tonight if you're available.
Tonight? What's tonight? The last? Nope, can't go.
Dude, I'm cool on Tijuana. I'm never going back to Tijuana.
Okay. No, they got great
Look at the
lobster
man.
prices.
Look at this.
Great lobster prices.
Yeah.
Look,
I'm not doing anything in TJ. I'm never going to TJ ever again.
You go to TJ, you eat a shit ton of lobster for a cheap ass price,
I'm sure.
and then you come back home.
Not never going to TJ ever
You're
again.
not gonna do that? Okay,
No
I understand. You don't like lobster discounts. I understand.
I love lobster discounts.
hey, are y'all? Hold on. Before we get out of here, anybody fucking with the new series this out, like BMF or Narcos?
Yes,
or?
all of
I'm
it.
clearly fucking with BMF, bro.
I'm clearly.
What the fuck you mean? They call me Straight Eyed Terry. That shit mean-
That's hilarious. I love the show BMF. I love BMF.
I love all 50 Cent Star
Yeah,
shows.
I'm on some new shit now.
Which is better, 50 Cent, the Power, or the ghost shit, or the?
BMF too new.
Because you've been seeing them
Power is
competing.
better.
Have y'all been seeing
Matter
them
of fact,
compete?
Power is just better, bro. Calm down.
BMF's too new, but I can't front. I like the fact that I know this is a
True story.
embellished true story. That's why I like him more.
Okay,
Bro
I'm
said
changing
it
my vote.
embellished.
That's
He
how I
said-
feel
yeah,
too.
he
That's
said-
how I feel
Because
too.
you know a lot of shit
Yeah,
you can't,
nah,
you
it's-
can't
yeah.
put everything, but a lot of it's some real shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, and I remember I was in the clubs back then, so I know what that life was like when 100 niggas came through and take over the club. And I never
What was
seen
that
before.
like, bro?
Insane. I remember I was in Miami at the Crowbar. I think it was on Washington, and it was called the Crowbar, but it was called it's not important. But the club, they came in at like 100 something deep, bro. And that's when So Icy was out, but him and Jeezy the beef had already started, right?
So who was walking in?
BMF.
Oh,
so Jeezy
okay.
folks.
So they played So Icy maybe like 15, 20 times back to back with no Gucci verse. They just played it over and over and over again. And you can tell because I didn't know, I'm in there and I heard the stories, but I've never seen it live. And I just never seen that many niggas with that much money all in the same place in a club like that. I never seen, and it was this dude that used to be with him. If niggas know BMF, like whether it's documentaries or whether like old Smack DVDs, back in the days they used to have a little nigga named Roscoe with him. He's like 13, 14. He was a little kid. I don't know whose son it was, but Roscoe was in the club too. I've been in Miami at like 4 in the morning. It's a 14-year-old kid in the club with like 7, 8 chains on. He's obviously a kid too. Not even like nowadays 14s look a little older.
It was like early Bow Wow.
Early, but like you in the club with like hella chains. And I'm like, yo, this is some of the greatest shit I ever seen. These niggas having all the money.
Right.
But at the same time though, I also said, oh, you niggas going to jail.
Ooh, y'all too shiny.
It's too much.
It's too shiny.
First time I got to Atlanta, that's the first thing I seen on the freeway. The BMF is the world is ours. BMF. I seen that billboard on the freeway. Like, you know, you niggas sell dope.
Right.
It's not even like
I know you niggas.
it's like
sell
y'all
that.
trying to get the record thing going. Like, the dope was got this billboard up here. Like, I'm like, oh man, like, but seeing it though, I ain't never seen nothing like it. And I've been around a lot of niggas with a lot of money and being in some spots where the flossing is going on. But nobody did it like Meech. Not in my presence. I never seen anybody do it like that. It was crazy. People don't understand how much money you gotta have to do a lot of this shit. To what the club is like, staying open, hella hours after. This are like local celebrities. He's not like the basketball player with millions on the contract.
Right.
This is the rapper in the club with millions in the bags, in
No
safes,
more.
in places.
Right.
Like, and he always showing him and the crew that they have way more money than whoever's in the building.
Right.
It was always that. And you know what I mean? So it's like
Having that shit.
they're having it. And the fact that I've never seen that many people from around the nation in one crew. Like homies from over here, I got homies from East Coast, homies from different lanes, homies from all over. They BMF niggas from Detroit, LA, New York, like all Colorado, everywhere had niggas from BMF in it. I mean, they all got along and they all got money.
You kind of giving away season 2 right now. He said, "No, I'm not talking about Detroit. I'm talking about the world."
Oh man,
You got a favorite rap moment that you like? My bad, bro.
You want me? My favorite role?
This is a great question.
Yeah. That you've like experienced or been a part of, or
Probably had to be something about being around Snoop. Snoop was that was my first deal. What's crazy was my first rap dollar was BMF.
That's
but
wild.
my first contract was
hold on. My bad. Say that again.
my first rap dollar. First time I ever got paid in rap was a song I did with this girl named Azrae. Azrae used to go to my high school in Hamilton. I went to Hamilton High. Azrae went to my high school, and she was one of the first female artists on BMF, the label. And I was there because a producer friend of mine was producing one of the records she had. She was writing. They had a record they was doing, and that's the first time I met Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear wrote Usher, Caught Up, a gang of fucking hits all over the place. Pooh Bear wrote the record, and they needed a rapper on the record. I just happened to be there with my producer partner, and my man Pops, Weeze, he paid me. He's like, man, you do a little verse for that? So I did a little 8-bar verse. He gave me like $500.
That's hard, bro.
That's dope as
And I was like, good looking out.
cool.
And then you said your
And then
deal was
my first
Snoop.
deal was with Snoop.
How that happened, bro?
So I was on a record with me and my man Damani.
My bad, bro.
What happened?
No.
No, nigga.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, that's my bad, bro.
We're having a good time. Cheers.
Me and my man Damani, we had a group called Western Union, and we used to put out a couple mixtapes back in the day, and those mixtapes started to get noticed by some people. Damani was already friends with Superfly from Dog Pound, and so he played the record. It was 2 records. He played a record me and him had together, and then I had a record in the streets of LA that was burning up on some street shit called Where You From. And Where You From was my first video I did with Crazy Tunes. Crazy Tunes, rest in peace. Did a mixtape DVD at the time, and like everybody from LA was on it. Veterans, and it was 2 new niggas. Me, these niggas from San Diego, I forgot their names, no disrespect, and my man Melee. We was probably the youngest dudes on the whole DVD. And Snoop heard Where You From, and he was like, man, who is that nigga? I want to sign all y'all. And then so we added Superfly to the group because I was production and rapping. And then we went to, that was the day before Cali's active video shoot.
Okay.
That's the day we got signed.
Last bang.
Yeah, the day before that. And we missed that video shoot.
How?
My man Damani got the text, the date wrong on the text. And so we ended up hearing about in that studio. I heard about how dope the video shoot was yesterday. So fucked up.
Bro, that's cap, bro.
Yeah, but it had to be something with Snoop. I'm forever a fan, so I'll never get used to just being around somebody like that and him being super cool, and he helped me in so many ways, not just financially, but just like game too. You know what I mean? It's business, and so I'm sure one of the most craziest memories had to be probably with somebody like Snoop or like Warren G, something like that, because that was some great times, and that was my young, glad to be a rapper times coming up in LA. So meeting everybody was crazy, because you're around Snoop, you meet everybody. You don't just meet rappers, you meet like, oh, Halle Berry's here, oh, Tina Marie's here, oh, Gladys Knight, how are you doing? I'm Luck. Like anybody could come in the fucking building when he's around. So
Right.
that's what's ill about being around that nigga.
So your dopest rap moment was being a part of the Snoop Dogg
Yeah,
life.
for sure. Because essentially it puts me in that tree.
Yeah.
If you ever do the NW tree now, you got to add me in there somewhere, because I'm one of the groups that Snoop signed. So I'm in the tree.
That's hard, man. Honestly, you know, you one of Snoop's writers, there is still a chance of you getting a bag from some music.
Well, I
Because
still do
Snoop
that music.
still puts out songs
For sure.
consecutively. Like he's the most recognizable celebrity like in
From
the
the
world.
West Coast.
No, in the world, period.
No,
Yeah,
period.
yeah.
Nobody is more.
Somebody asked me a question. This is how you know a nigga famous. Somebody asked me a question. What's more noticeable, Snoop Dogg or Coca-Cola?
That's a very good question. Damn.
That's how you know you famous as fuck.
I know the fuck out of a Snoop Dogg if I seen it, and I don't know the fuck out of a Coca-Cola too.
Right.
Damn,
That's Brandon, though.
whew. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, and you know what? To speak on something, kind of going back a little bit, Snoop could never have anything ruin his brand, and that's something that I want to strive for, and I'm sure
You want to be
striving for.
uncancelable?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Where I could say some shit and stand on the nigga, like, cause when that nigga did the whole Trump shit and pop Trump in the video or whatever, nobody was like.
Well, that's also because he spends 99.8% of his life speaking positivity, and that's it. You're going kind of like how you're doing.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, if you
See how you answered?
it's very like steps taken to not be canceled. A lot of people are taking like very. Even if you listen to Dave Chappelle, like you know, people say he can't be.
They trying to
canceled.
and they fighting
They
to
been
cancel
trying.
him.
Cannot be.
They've been trying, but
He
what
can't.
happens is it's such a genius of how he tells stories and
Yeah.
jokes. So you know what I mean, and still get all the points across, and that's a very rare thing. So somebody like Snoop, who we've loved our whole entire life, that's literally like all of our uncle. He feels like that's all of our uncle. So he would have to do some way wild out shit for him to get actually canceled by some people.
And even then,
Somebody gonna argue it down. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
you're gonna have this guy.
But we can trust Snoop. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
We can trust Snoop to not put us in that position.
For sure.
Like Robert, we couldn't test Robert. You know what I'm saying? We knew Robert was a creep. We knew Robert was a creep for a while, y'all. But them songs was slapping.
Slappers.
But
that nigga.
now we done know
nigga
Robert
shit
was.
go crazy.
We know
Can
Robert
you
was
guys
crazy for a
separate
while.
the artist from the music?
Sometimes.
I can't. I
It's
watch.
a case-to-case basis.
I watch
Okay.
Tarantino movies, and the nigga Harvey Weinstein produced all of them, nigga.
Yeah. I don't care about that at all.
The fuck, nigga.
What if Tarantino was Harvey Weinstein?
I still would watch that nigga movies, and if there was, they should put like a disclaimer, like this movie is rated R. Also, Quentin Tarantino allegedly raped. Woo, 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 woo. Like you feel me?
You
That's
still
how
watch
that shit. Yeah, nigga. Yes. I watch.
I don't be
movies-
reading them
I watch
motherfuckers all the
movies
time,
with
so he
that
might
nigga.
get away
What's
with
his
it.
name? What's that nigga name? Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey is an amazing actor. I mean, it's terrible the shit that he's accused of doing, but
What
like,
creep shit did he do?
I don't know exactly. I don't know. Niggas will have to Google it. But like, no, I mean, nah, bro. Kevin Spacey is.
He's a piece of shit. I don't know what he did.
I know. I just didn't want to speak on it. They say Kevin
he
Spacey
violated
did some.
this boy.
Exactly.
Boy said or something like that.
Thank you. I wasn't
I
trying
fuck
to.
with you because you didn't know.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to bring that here to our brand. You feel me? We have a brand we're trying to maintain. You
You
feel
care
me?
about the image of Kevin Spacey?
No, I care about our image.
Me, okay.
Come on.
Okay, no, fuck Kevin
So
Spacey.
no, fuck Kevin Spacey.
I'm not worried about
But
Kevin
saying
Spacey
that
at
to
all.
saying that to say, I watch that nigga movies though, bro. Like, what's the one shit? The Usual Suspects, bro. That's one of my top. Like, nigga, if I had to rank shit, Godfather, Goodfellas, The Departed, fucking The Usual Suspects, nigga,
I
Django.
wonder, do we ever draw the line? Like, or usually what happens is, like my Instagram page, usually people aren't mad till it's about them. So until a certain type of shit hits your doorstep, then maybe that's probably when we'll be like, I'm not fucking with that.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of girls will fight you to this day. Like, I don't give a fuck what R. Kelly did. I'm listening to him forever, whatever. Until you found out, oh, well, you know, your niece was on the list.
Right.
Your niece was one of the ones, or your daughter. And then it's like, oh, shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll change things.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
it's just show you how people think.
You
And
know,
for
it
me, I'm not
definitely
saying
is.
nothing wrong with that. Well, something is wrong with that, but I don't judge nobody for that.
Right.
Because I understand also. Because, you know, for somebody to be like, I'll still fuck with that. Because I do it a lot of times too. Like,
Yeah.
I can't help but R. Kelly song come on. I'm like, damn, this shit was so dope.
Slapper.
I didn't know he was a fucking sicko for a long time, but I did know.
Right.
For a long
But what
time.
about Mike? I mean, like, nigga, I don't
Wasn't
know.
proven. Nothing-
We didn't know the
Yeah,
extent.
but see, that's
Look how hard
the
I
thing,
was
though,
Mike,
bro.
though.
But bro, there's the allegations, though, bro.
Right.
Like,
All
so,
that,
like,
but you know, all the allegations came back also. See, for Mike, I'll fight because all the allegations came back.
You know what I'm saying,
the parents,
bro?
All the parents came back and they found out niggas was lying, all kind of shit. Even with that video that Oprah did a documentary about, we found out old boy was lying on the couch, the dancer nigga. It's so, and it was no evidence literally nowhere.
Man,
R. Kelly got carried
bro.
away, bro. Like, we caught him on camera and still starred him out.
We caught
And
him with
then
Aaliyah.
But we caught him on camera.
Right.
Like, I saw your face peeing on a child. And we still stalled you out, bro, because we stepped in the name of love. You feel what I'm saying?
Why
like,
did you start him out for that?
We were
My bad,
kids.
first off.
No, wait.
I'm saying,
Hold on, wait. In
I fuck with you, just
in
stop
fairness
it.
to our generation, we
Right.
didn't have the
Right.
power to make decisions.
I
then.
was like
We
11
were
too.
Kids, bro.
I was like, yo.
we're just now, bro. We're just now the decision makers. Like, if you want to
Right.
keep it a buck,
No,
bro.
what are we talking about?
We,
R.
we-
Kelly's sex tape. Why he
yeah,
got
like
started
nigga,
out.
we was fucking when that shit dropped in 2003 or whatever.
We
Nigga,
were.
I was
Nah.
fucking.
when R.
That was
Kelly,
20 years ago or something,
when,
right?
right. So when R. Kelly dropped that sex tape,
Like 13.
you seen the sex tape was like, yeah, I fucked that bitch too, R. Kelly, because we both, me and the little girl, 14.
We're same age,
But
nigga.
R. Kelly 30 at this
Thank
point.
you, thank you. Like, nigga,
So
we-
then
yeah.
it didn't register for my 14-year-old brain. Like, yeah, that's a bad little bitch
Yeah, it was
right
crazy.
there.
I was 20.
Yeah, nah,
And I was like, this is some fucked up shit.
yeah, nah, facts. But we didn't have the
And
clout-
then,
but
and
bro,
then
we-
so why'd you not?
hold on, bro.
cancel
Yeah,
it?
we didn't have the
I
clout to
did.
cancel him, bro.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm just fucked up too. I listened to music after that.
Oh,
Yeah, like-
I'm like one of these niggas that I'll be like, sick ass nigga. This
sick
song,
ass nigga.
Right.
All right.
sick ass motherfucker. But
So
the song-
you can
'cause I
separate.
I didn't know all the rest of the stories and people, whatever. But I knew Aaliyah happened
Yeah.
in real life, on paper, documented paper.
But-
that happened, and then I saw
But
the 14-year-old girl.
They
I saw
both
that.
we stalled him out with Aaliyah too
I
because
didn't.
they
Well, first of all,
publicly
let me
said
say-
they loved each other.
Technically, if we continue to listen, we all start them out. So let me not be clear on that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We all start them out.
We stalled him out.
But I also knew though. I'm like, that nigga's a sick nigga for that. You married a 50. You married.
But we all knew
When he was
that,
27.
Girl.
We all knew it was Dave Chappelle was getting nigga off the best jokes on this
Yeah,
nigga,
sure.
bro. Like, what do you mean, bro?
You remember Dave Chappelle's joke when he said, R. Kelly mad at me?
Oh God!
He said, they ain't nothing else to say. They were just mad. He came to me like, how you gonna make a video about peeing on somebody?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nigga, how you gonna make a video about
You see
peeing
that,
on somebody?
but y'all see that lady who just peed on somebody on stage?
Hell no. What the fuck? What the hell?
What's
you
her
talking
name? I
about?
forgot. She's a singer. She put us on stage and peed on. It's a video out right now. It's viral.
Tiana Taylor?
No, nobody black.
Oh.
Thank God.
She pulled this dude on stage. She squatted right over him and just peed on stage. On stage, live on stage at a show. And she had to come to her fans and apologize and stuff like that. You know, she was wrong. She shouldn't have did that.
She did it
No,
on
that
purpose?
nigga,
Yes, he
bro,
laid him
he
down
was
on the
wrong.
floor.
He was wrong, bro.
And he told her to pee. He told her to pee.
He laid flat on the floor, so she came, put her pants down, squatted over him, and pissed all in his face.
Damn, who?
On
See,
stage.
and this is where we mind our own business,
No,
right?
who is this person?
I forgot her name, but if you
What white woman got the balls to do that on
it
stage?
might not be white. It might be. No, let me not say that. I don't know. She wasn't black though.
She mixed it for sure.
See, you see it, right? You see what I'm talking about, right? See?
You know,
Oh,
the name?
you seen her? You don't know who she is?
Well, I don't know who she is 'cause I don't know her. I don't know the artist.
Okay.
I just know it was when I read the name. I was like, I don't know her. And then that was it. But
Right.
I seen
But
the
still,
video.
she did that.
Yes,
she did that, and there was
That
a crowd
happened.
there, huh?
Brass against lead singer.
Lead singer of Brass Against.
see,
Brass again.
Oh, brass against.
hilarious,
Brass.
hilarious. Because the
nigga the
dude,
goat.
somebody who actually know would have said her name. He's like, oh, Brass against.
Right.
Go.
That's the group.
They all did it. No,
That's the lead singer.
Her name is Sophia Eurista.
Oh, she sound like a
Right.
pisser.
You can't trust nobody whose last name sound like urethra.
yeah. So she's Sophia
Oh
the
God,
urethra.
she sounds like a pisser,
You
bro.
gotta be so. You got Sophia the urethra.
Right.
I don't
So
doubt
fear
this
the
shit.
Yeah,
urethra.
like you must do something wrong.
Calm down. Don't lay down on under her on stage.
Right? Does she have any shows in TJ coming up though?
She clearly does.
Hey, dog.
Just say no though. Just say no. Don't say C. No C. No C. Hit him with the no habla before you say C.
We've been recording this whole time.
I hope so.
I was like, there's two niggas back there. I hope one of them had the good sense to either not press stop or press record again.
Hilarious, bro. Wait, when you say he was the host on the first episode?
No, I didn't host. I was just
He was the guest.
Oh, guest, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I was just talking and shit.
But you the host for this show, just this show?
No, I'm not hosting at all. I'm
He's
co-hosting.
co-host.
With
That's
him.
what I'm saying. Co-host.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
bad, love.
Okay, so usually, do you ever have calls? Or it's usually just you?
Oh yeah, I had a co-host. His name's
Danny, that nigga just moved to Vegas.
Oh shit.
So him making every show is gonna be difficult.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
So
problem.
I'm gonna
Okay.
we're gonna rotate. We're gonna rotate co-hosts.
Okay.
But I'm gonna keep it a short rotation. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. So
I
sometimes
want-
you gonna do it by yourself too?
Hell no.
Okay.
Because I hate the dead space.
I'll rap the whole show if I got some fucking
Yeah,
I mean,
dead.
Mike Tyson got a nigga. They'd
Yeah,
be in
for
there
sure.
with him.
Pause.
That one football.
That football guy. Yeah.
Yeah, pause.
It just came up so randomly.
Pause.
Mike Tyson got a nigga.
Oh damn! Let me stop the pause streak. I could do it all day. Pause.
Now it's just for no reason.
But I had to. I couldn't let that one go.
Right.
I couldn't let that one go. I could do it all day. I can't. I'm gonna stop there for real.
Right.
Bro.
But nah.
But yeah, no. What prompted you to ask that, bro?
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what I asked. What did I ask?
Hey, you're a real nigga for your microaggressions.
No.
He has the realest microaggressions I've ever experienced in my life. Jesus Christ.
What question? What I asked?
No, I think it was, did I host or am I hosting or something?
Oh,
like
because
that.
I want to know who's the usual host.
Yeah, no, this bro show, man. And I'm just, thank you for having me on, bro. I appreciate you,
This
man.
nigga's the best, bro. He's the most appreciate. If you ever give this nigga anything, bro, he'll appreciate the fuck out of it.
So why'd you pick Danny over him?
Huh?
Why'd you pick Danny over him?
Cause I know Danny know how to shut the fuck up. You feel me? At first, that's why I picked him.
Ah.
At first, I picked him because I know he know how to shut the fuck up and let me have my show.
Got it.
Right?
Got it.
He didn't
Okay.
even want to do the podcast
Okay.
at first. He was like, in front of the camera? I don't know, man.
Right.
I was like, bro, all you gotta do is just sit there and like just vibe with me.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm
sure.
saying? And then this nigga,
Do you like
we, huh?
Oh, I was asking a question in the middle of what you were saying.
Yeah, I was gonna let you get it.
No, go ahead. Please continue.
Then this nigga Danny, bro, he started feeling the love from the internet. You feel me? Danny like me, and the whole singer that nigga.
Okay.
And Danny's an
now he
amazing
go.
host.
No, he does.
He's
It.
an
He
amazing
does.
host.
He does, and grows with the position he was given very well.
But here's the thing. You guys are 14 episodes maybe shot?
Well, about yeah.
I know we're on camera, but
Yeah.
that's good. People know.
Nobody care. I don't give a fuck.
14 episodes, so
And the episode a week is what we put
in the
out.
episode a week. Now, when did he know he was moving to Vegas? Because to sign up for
Episode
the
episode
job,
11.
he found out like that?
Yeah, it was very sudden.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it was very sudden. He didn't plan on that being the plan when he started.
Yeah.
I hate that
And
you
he
had to
didn't
have
know-
an alternate too, bro. That's kind of fucked up. My bad, bro. I hate that I had to. You know what I mean?
What? Alternate
You had to have an
host?
alternate, bro. Like,
We
No.
vibe, we chilling. We
No,
good.
but like I think it's a good thing for the show. You feel me?
Yeah.
I
Just
fuck with
switch this vibe because your energy is awesome. I don't know what the fuck this episode would have been without your energy.
no, bro.
What you
Both of
saying?
you guys are
Huh?
Just fuck the nigga to the left.
Not. It's
I
not.
don't know what this would have been if you wasn't here.
It's not you. It's me. I know. I gotta be the energy to feed off of. I gotta.
I'm messing with you.
Nah, fuck that.
That was
You already
hilarious.
said it on the
Internet.
SD card. You said it on the SD card. I gotta acknowledge it.
I don't know what this would have been if it weren't for you. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I didn't mean to not be nothing. I thought I gave some gems here. But maybe you guys just don't like the Luck experience. I don't know.
Don't be.
That's what you said. I
Bro,
was like, damn, all right.
hey, y'all have to do a show, bro.
That's
Y'all
hilarious,
gotta
bro.
do something, bro. Like, this is amazing.
All right,
bro.
cool.
This
Let
is
me
amazing,
on your
bro.
pod.
Cool.
When's it happening?
I don't know.
Yeah, all right. That sounds like let me mind my own business.
I really don't know. That's why I said that.
There was no doubt in my mind
Very
that
honest.
you did not
You're
know.
right. I really didn't know.
If it's one thing I believed is that you didn't know.
I did not know.
Cool. That is a good time to end it. I think we're going to leave it on a high note right here, y'all. I had something else I wanted to tell you. I wanted to ask you about something. Religion.
Okay.
Because I watched your homegrown interview, right, that you did 2 years ago. No, you did not do that?
No, I never did homegrown before.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
You're foul, bro.
You gonna do this on camera, bro? I'm fucking with you. I'm messing with you.
I know you fucking with me.
You like, bro.
But do they know?
Right. Yo. No. Okay, what I'm saying about the interview?
You,
What I said.
I hate this nigga, bro. All right. We did the homegrown interview. You said, hold on. I'm a professional actor.
Gotcha.
I can break characters at will. So when you did your homegrown interview, you had said that you don't subscribe to Christianity particularly.
Any religion.
Yeah.
But I know how you just tried to say.
Yeah.
I got
But
that
you yeah, okay. You don't subscribe to any religion, but you believe that there's a God, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see what Christianity did for people in your family, so you can't knock Christianity.
Well, I
right?
would knock religions because I understand people's need for certain religion, right? So I understand what. So Christianity is part of the reason why my mom and my grandmother, my mom is and my grandmother was the way she was, the way they are. It was as women,
Right.
And for to be those kind of women, if Christianity is an attribute to that for them to be who they are,
Yeah.
There's nothing bad I can say about it. Now we can dig all day through scripture and stuff like that and nitpick and shit like that, but I'm not one of them conscious dudes that's gonna tear apart a religion because I found a couple of flaws or some man made, somebody wrote in the Bible out of his own hands and own mind or whoever ruled at the time. I'm not into that, so that's why I say I don't subscribe to just one religion. I deem myself very spiritual. I have a relationship with God. I talk to God. I also talk to my ancestors.
Yeah.
So I rock out like that. And because it's a lot of things when it comes to like inside of the rules of a lot of these religions, I just don't rock with.
Right.
So.
But I wanted to tell you that when you said that, I don't think that was like probably one of the top moments in my life where I felt like my beliefs were being spoken for as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never heard it on a public forum before when I was looking you up, because I feel the exact same way. Like I believe that there's a God. I think that like science is a real thing, but I think he created science. Well, in all actuality, I think she created science. You know what I'm saying? And then we got all this stuff that that makes sense scientifically. You know what I mean? We come from God who made everything that you're talking about. And organized religions never really do it for me because there's stuff I can nitpick that makes it seem like bullshit, but the good it does for people, I cannot take that away.
I respect that part.
It makes them whole. Like I would hate to see an incomplete version of you if these religions are what makes you whole, and that's good. That.
It's a lot of the rulings. Like I said, a lot of people with a lot of different religions, a lot of people's souls on the line. Not that I necessarily believe that or not. You know what I mean?
But to them,
they feel like their souls on the line, and that's how much faith they have in their religion they living for. So I don't ever want to disrespect or curse that. Never. But what happens is when it comes to some of the doctrine, and when I can easily say like, okay, this is what man wrote. And men are historically fucked up.
Dog, you know what I was thinking? How savage you got to be about your business for people's souls to be your marketing tool.
Bro, first of all, marketing is savage.
No, I'm saying like,
Right.
and then,
Right.
But that's also probably the same mindset
Yeah.
somebody would take when they go into using your soul to market you. Like, you're gonna die, but what about after that? Come to me. You know what I'm saying? That's some savage fucking marketing, bro.
And,
like,
and then the rules they put around it, and different stories of the Bible or different stories of the Quran, and then it's like, yo, this shouldn't even be in here. And don't give me that Old Testament, New Testament argument.
right,
This should never have been a thing.
right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I know you probably get the same arguments. No, that was from the Old Testament when you can do that with a young girl when she was 12, and when I'm like,
Well, I don't have them arguments because I don't ever talk about it.
good.
I just think it. I just think it.
I don't have those arguments a lot, but I do. If people always think I'm down in them for what they believe in. I'm not down in anybody. It's funny. People aren't comfortable with me just saying I'm spiritual. That's the real problem. And so they like, well, I'm spiritual cannot in no way ever even sound like I believe in the devil. Which that sounds crazy. I remember my mom asked me that one day when I said, "Ma, I don't really subscribe to no religion. I'm just very spiritual." And she was like, "You're not a what's the word? When you believe in God, you're not an atheist, are you?" I'm like, "How'd you get that from that?
Right.
What gave you like?" That's the problem. If you're not with the major three religions, then you must believe in the devil.
Right.
Like, that's insane.
Or nothing.
First of all, it's a gang of other religions also on top of like not being an atheist. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, yeah, and so that's why I like doing interviews. I'm glad you said that because I'm way long past the days of trying to look cool in an interview. I'm going to say how I see it in real life and how I think what's beneficial to me as a 42-year-old man out here living as a black man in America,
Nigga,
trying
you
to travel abroad.
My age, bro.
I mean,
shit, gang. I look fuck, bro.
You know,
I need to start exercising. You look young, bro. You'll look about the same age, bro.
man. But you know, so
Start working
I
out.
appreciate that because it's like that. It's funny when I talk about
We black though, bro. We really hard to
bro.
age.
Hey,
Yeah.
How old is Evan?
Nigga,
How
speak
Evan
for
look, nigga?
yourself.
How old that
nigga.
nigga try to look, bro? Like,
Listen,
come on.
If
if
we
Evan
threw
didn't
up
have
a-
like I can't remove the beard and mustache, but if
Oh, just remove the mustache. Give him a Will Smith.
you would literally look about, you probably would look about 15, bro.
Cheddar look hella young too, like on the game. Man.
For real, bro. But yeah, anytime I talk about religion, when I talk about my marriage, like people are always like, yo, I didn't know people would say that. I'm like, why not? That's the problem. You should be. I love being married. One of the best things I ever made in my life is getting married to my wife. And how I am about my spirituality, I'm very fucking loud about it. You know what I mean? And not to be a disruptor, just to show people that in my music, I've always been a dude. I always pattern myself after kind of like in a mix between Ice Cube and Benny Siegel. Except Benny Siegel was more of a gangster than Ice Cube.
Okay, yeah, facts.
And the reason why is because I always wanted to show the world like there's more Bad Luccs than there is whoever's a gangster rapper out there really doing shit, right? Well, I don't know whatever rapper that is, whatever y'all pick.
Right.
There's more of me because I'm from the section. I'm from around all the shit that we are from. We done did a couple of things in our life coming up and stuff like that, whatever. But I'm not a gangbanger. I ain't been to jail. I'm not the killer. I'm not the dope dealer. I'm not that. It's way more me's than there are killers and gangsters out here.
You know,
Especially
that's
if you're
all
hearing
of us
them
and
like
shit,
that's another theory I had for a long time. I'm like, if that nigga too good at rapping, he not really trying.
You're like, when did you have time to practice? Like,
like you know how long it takes to get good at rapping, nigga? You do not have time to sell drugs as well. But if you kind of whack, I might believe everything you kind of fucking saying, bro.
But yeah, that's I'm glad you said that because that's why I love doing interviews. And I don't like doing the other artist shit, but when it comes to interviews, because I offer perspective. My perspective isn't always going to be agreed upon, but I am going to offer you my perspective as it pertains to me in real life,
Yeah.
not because of TV or whatever the case may be, or some rap shit. So, and I feel like people will gravitate to that because my voice and voices like mine, they're being like overshadowed by every other kind of voice.
Okay, so with your stance on spirituality, do you talk to God?
Yeah, all the time.
How you do that? You pray?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The way I feel
Mhm.
is I think prayers are basically like a pep talk, like
Okay.
like the halftime talk that your coach has before you go into the game.
You
Because
think you're doing it to yourself?
I know for a fact I am.
Mm.
So like when I'm praying and I'm asking God for something, that's what it essentially is to me
The
is
God in
me talking to myself to get ready for what I have to do.
Mm.
Because how I think the universal language that we all share is action. You get what I'm saying? So like people only speak Chinese, they're praying to God. God knows all these languages and he only talks to you through actions. What you do shows what you want to see out of life. You get what I'm saying? And it seems like that is 100% right all the time.
But are you separating yourself from that? What I mean by that is you said it's a pep talk. So I asked, are you feel like you're talking to you? You said, I am, right? Now when you speak though, you say you're speaking to God. So I asked you,
Right.
is the God in you? Are you telling me that you
apparently,
are
I
the
think
God,
I
we
am.
are the gods?
Yeah, I think that is what I'm saying.
I know, I want you to be sure about it.
I didn't know that till right now.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah,
Breakthrough.
no, facts.
Right, hello.
Because, like, you know, when I pray, I definitely hear a voice, but it's not like a voice from like heaven. It's like a voice from within me. So like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not
it's
you
guiding me.
and
yeah.
it doesn't have a cadence. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't sound like you, but
Yeah.
it is you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah.
You know, it's interesting. So I believe that words are power, and I believe that belief creates reality.
Facts.
And
Actions create reality.
well, I believe belief creates reality. Me.
Belief create. I feel like okay. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, I'm saying me.
Well, let me tell you how you. Let me tell you how you really feel. What you really mean is
Okay.
beliefs create actions and actions create reality.
No, I meant belief creates reality.
No, you're
So,
wrong.
and without
That's not
action.
how you feel.
Let me be clear. Without action,
Oh, okay, so you agree with what I just said.
you didn't hear me.
I heard
It's
you.
fine. It's fine.
I heard you.
It's fine.
Oh, it's cool. All right, let's keep going.
So I believe belief creates reality without action. But I believe that
Wait a sec. Wait. Time out.
right. So look, I believe belief creates reality. Right. So what happens? What happens is I believe in the power of manifestation also. So I believe when you speak it, when you believe that with conviction, you speak it, put it out there, and let it go. I believe you have the power to make that thing happen. Right. I believe that we all are universally connected, from air to body and soul, to land, to sea, to plant, to tree. We're all connected.
Okay.
I believe that's why when you do speak anything out loud, like I want to be, I want to make $100,000 next year, or I want to be this and I want to be that. When you speak it out loud, I believe because you being connected to the universe, you're making your own world. So I believe that if you believe it, you can create it. That's where it comes from. I believe that's how powerful you are. Let me give you some perspective. You just told me you were talking to the God in you. You believe, DJB believe that God is in you.
Yeah.
You being that powerful, how you can't create things from just what you say alone.
Damn. You right.
So it's about perspective and the power in who you are. You believe it.
Yeah.
I didn't know this about you till today, right? Contrary to popular belief, I believe the same thing. I believe we're connected. I don't believe that God is solely in me. I believe God is amongst us all, but we have God in us,
Yes.
right? And I believe when I speak that out, that's me using my power to change my surroundings or my life and my things as I see it. I believe I have the power to say it through word. When I say without action, I'm not saying be a lazy ass. I'm just saying that the power I have in me doesn't require it. it can happen regardless because I spoke it because I am who I say I am.
Damn.
Because the God you have in you
Facts.
is just that powerful.
Right.
It's like people who say, if you want to be rich, you got to work hard. I know a gang of niggas that's rich that didn't work hard.
Damn. Who
You know what
are
I mean?
they?
Why you got to do that? It's niggas building shit every day. NFTs are coming out, cryptos are coming out, niggas in stocks, people making flips. Somebody did one season of this show that got picked up for a second season. Now they rich. Like I've seen that happen in a new day and age, right? This ain't the olden times where to become a billionaire you got to, terrorize a community and step on the toes of millions of people. Nowadays you can build a website and sell it for $5 billion.
Okay.
DJB can be DJ billionaire tomorrow.
You are correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
that's the power. I believe that's the power we all have in us to when it comes to creating, when it comes to putting things out there. So when I pray, it's part of my manifestation also. I'm talking to God, but I'm also saying it out loud, putting it in the universe, so my universe can change around the things I believe that's going to happen. But you got to do it with conviction. You can't do it and think it's a rule where they said if I pray and then I say it out loud that it's going to happen, but you're still unsure about it. You just jotting it down because you learned it this way. You just kind of saying it. You got to believe it. You got to believe that I'm going to be okay.
Right.
Because if you put that out there, if you're going to be a rich millionaire by next year and you put that out there, then why would you be stressing from December all the way to next year about money when you know you're about to be a millionaire? That means you don't believe it.
damn, that's real shit.
And I'm only speaking to the God in you because I believe that too.
That's the only nigga that get it.
Real shit.
That's an amazing perspective that I never thought of. But you definitely reconfirmed how I feel, because I don't think, in my core, I don't think I'm special. You get what I'm saying?
Interesting.
I don't think I actually have these powers. I'm actually afraid to find out that I don't have these powers.
Well, you don't if you
which
say
is why I feel like I need to put in the work to help this manifestation.
But here's the problem though. You told yourself, you just said you weren't special and you don't have those powers.
Right.
No matter what kind of work you put in, the other two not gonna pick up because you don't believe it.
Hell no, it's gonna pick up. The work works, nigga. I promise you the work works.
People work hard. People work hard their whole life and die broke.
Oh, them niggas is not. I am not that unspecial.
that don't mean they're special.
It
just means they're-
it might have thing died like that.
He says
like,
debatable.
Yo, but wait, question. Yo,
everybody can't be special or else it ain't special.
can you?
What makes you not special?
Huh? Nothing. That's what I'm saying. I got
So
it.
how aren't you special?
I got work to do.
What does you being special mean? What kind of work you gonna do to make you feel like you're special? What kind of work can you do
to
make that happen?
I am already very special. I'm talking about special. You don't get what I'm saying?
You talking about tangible?
I'm
Materialistic?
I mean, that comes with what I'm talking about, but I'm just talking about, like, I'm trying to just, like, press Command B on my special. You get what I'm saying? Like, make it bold. You get what I'm saying? Take the regular font. Like, niggas see the special there.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be a bigger font size.
Yeah, that's fine, but you got to believe that you are. For example,
I do, though.
to my wife
Mm-hmm.
and to my son, I'm the epitome of what special is.
So how do they feel about me?
I'm not sure.
Ask them.
I'll make sure to ask.
Thank
Right.
you so much. Go ahead.
I'm the epitome of special. For me, that's enough. I don't mean that's enough like I'm content I'm never going to work or I'm not going to believe and have dreams and go big in my life and become bigger and whatever that means. Social status, loving more, caring more, right? But I'm completely content with the way they look at me as being the epitome of special, right? That can carry me. And that alone sometimes is what we need. If you tell yourself as DJB, I'm not special, that's what you said at first, right? And you need
That
to work.
special. Don't hold on. That was a very important word. And that says, I'm not that special.
Caveat.
Yeah, but that's the same thing. Look, you can't. How do you?
I think the key word in that sentence was that. But go ahead.
How do you pray and manifest and speak things to be if you're gonna speak against them in the same light?
I do it while I'm driving.
Right. That's not really good. Right.
You don't talk while you drive, nigga.
That's not what I said.
You said how do you do all
Manifest
these things? Manifest?
Yeah.
And what
Does
else?
that mean because I'm not manifesting, do not talk when I'm driving?
No, I'm saying I'm manifesting while I'm driving. That's what I. That's
Right. I'm saying how do you manifest and pray, and then at the same token, say you aren't special?
Right. That's
talk
why I
against
do
it.
it while I'm driving. Like when I'm driving, I be like, "Nah, come on, nigga. Now you know you ain't just one of them niggas that's gonna drop a song and it's gonna go viral overnight. You got to do a little more than that. You know what I'm saying? So I do all that, but I do it while I'm driving.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about.
What you talking about? Hey, but can I compliment you on this real quick? I've been thinking about this a lot. Your perception of the reality that you live in is top tier.
Oh, thank you.
You get what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
You are
Thank you.
very down to earth person.
Thank you.
And I learned that today, just being able to talk to you for however long we've been talking. And your conversation ad-libs, bro, are top tier. Top tier. And you're like, when I was talking to you, I was like, oh, okay, you didn't hear what I said. And then you was like, going on, no. Like you finished, you kept your verse going and shit. And then I was like, oh, he said, yep, that's it. Like, I was like, damn, this nigga just, your conversations are like songs, bro. That shit is crazy.
Hey, can we talk about the fact that I had a giggle attack, nigga? Bro, I didn't want to be disrespectful.
Is that why you left,
Bro,
Is I got a
y'all
giggle
was talking about some serious shit, bro. I had the giggles. This whole time, I've been wanting to laugh this whole time, bro.
Nigga, I thought you had to cough or sneeze.
No,
Nigga.
I know,
bro.
First I thought you had to pee, and then I thought you had to cough or sneeze, and I was like, oh, okay, he's
Bro,
being
if I
COVID
would've-
respected.
bro.
He's going to cough.
Bro, if I would have stayed here, I would have cried, laughed, and pissed on myself, nigga. That shit was hilarious as fuck.
That nigga thinks our religious views are hilarious.
No, I think
I don't know
it's the
why.
conversation back and forth.
Yeah, I just had the giggles, bro.
And it's rapid fire.
Oh,
this
man.
is top tier.
That makes for no podcast.
Great.
Real conversations.
Yeah, that.
We went from everywhere, from all kind of topics, from music to fucking religion to manifestation to God, I mean, gang stuff.
What the streets is telling me is
Nigga, I'm
that.
crying real tears right now.
Oh, whoa. I was like, hold on, this nigga put the
Bro,
water
I
on.
swear to God, bro. Y'all niggas funny as hell, bro. Y'all niggas funny as hell, bro.
What I'm hearing in the streets, though, about this platform that I'm creating,
Okay.
is that this is what podcasts are missing. They say that a lot of podcasts feel like shows, and mine is just niggas talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think, and I keep doing that because people miss that. Like it's kind of like if you had a couch, it's kind of like it's like these homies in the living room,
Yeah.
chopping it up. You know, and I think sometimes the best conversations come from that because if you keep it question based and just ask question after question, sometimes the answers, depending on your guest,
Yep.
can sound real like squarish.
Right.
You know what I mean? Repetitive. But if you just let conversation flow into other conversations, dude, we've been sitting there for a long ass time.
Probably.
Talking about all kind of shit. And most of the stuff we talk
It's
about.
a long ass time? Oh, okay,
look,
that's
wasn't even
why.
on paper.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
you might have a record for the longest episode.
Hey,
and
I'm with that. Hey, I'm with breaking records.
I would love it for you to have that record.
What's the longest episode so far?
Probably 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that.
Who's the guest?
Wait, what's the longest one, Evan?
Yeah, 2 hours and 20.
Who was the guest?
220. Was it Animal or Ron J?
Sharonis.
Sharonis Jackson. He was Dro on Insecure.
Oh yeah, well, the tall dude, right?
Yeah,
Super tall, okay.
hella tall, Panamanian.
Yeah, he's Panamanian. I didn't know that.
I learned his studying this nigga before he came on.
You studied him?
I study everybody.
This guy
What you
does
learn about
good
me?
research.
I learned about your spirituality. I learned about your wife and how much she means to you and how you had to air out your dirty laundry when you was a nigga at one time.
Yeah.
And that was very uncomfortable for both of y'all.
Yeah,
But you
very
had to
much.
do something. You had to do something out the box. You know what I'm saying? I learned that about you. I learned that you did not like your name, Bad Lucc. I learned about your podcast. I learned how you guys talk on your podcast too. Like,
Okay.
it's also very free flowing.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
when you called me, bro, what I told you about him?
Yep, he told me about your battle rap days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hit the streets
Hey man, you did your research.
for sure.
I love that. I like to talk and give, like I said, give my perspective because it's just cool to show somebody some different shit. Everybody want to be the rapper or the coolest guy, and you don't have to be the coolest guy if you're just a cool guy.
And the thing I like to do is I like to say all the shit that you said on somebody else's platform to take that away from you, so you got to give me something new.
Got it. Oh, me now?
No, anyone that's
Okay.
sitting in the seat that you're sitting in.
Okay.
Like, okay, so I heard this on another platform. What you mean about this? You know what I mean? Like, I need more than you gave somebody else because I don't want recycled shit.
Right.
That's what
Yeah.
I go for when I do my due diligence when I'm talking to somebody.
That's why the random conversation. You know, a lot of times we sit up and do interviews with people. We're going to do our research, right? And all these bullet point questions about your album and when you fall in love with rap, and then or when did you write this song or whatever. But if you ask them like, what kind of food you like you asked me, right?
Yeah.
What kind of food you like? Then we can get into some real comfortable conversations because people tend to let their hair down if they're talking about shit that if they can take themselves out of being a professional or artist and just kind of like sit here as like a human being, they'll let their hair down and kick their feet up and have a real conversation.
If anybody that does like journalism kind of like this, the best advice I could give them is retweets. If they're on Twitter, I mean that they're quote tweets. Their quote tweets are thoughts that weren't theirs, but they felt like they can expand on. You know what I'm saying? So a quote tweet is like everything, and then like especially if you want to like get off of topic of them, because it's not a thought of theirs, they're just expanding on it. So
For
like
sure.
it's something away from home that you know that they're comfortable with. That's been my cheat code.
I did that. How's it been working for you?
Amazingly. I know that that's what you want to talk about.
Me?
Because
I'm messing with you.
but okay. We're gonna write some magic together. I hope and pray we write some magic that gets recorded and we can give a gift to the world.
But see, when you open prayer, you don't believe it. But I mess with you.
I will though. Like I'll work towards believing it. You know what I'm saying?
Why you gotta do work before everything?
That's
Just
what
do it.
Listen,
Y'all
that's what I do.
Bro, y'all
do
are
it.
curb funny, bro.
I do it, bro.
And I know you niggas is freezing out here, bro.
I'm actually cool.
Have you seen how close I huddled up to
Pretty
this
big,
motherfucker
bro.
over the course of the interview, bro?
I'm pretty big guy. So
Oh, you got your fucking Calvin Klein sweater on and shit, nigga, all tight on your skin. You all cold and shit.
Freezing, bro.
are you freezing like that?
Bro, we need to have production studio coming soon with heater.
Oh, you want this indoors?
Yeah, nigga.
Alright.
With
You
some,
don't like the vibe with the fireplace?
nigga, it's freezing out here. Look, come on, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Less than 77, I start to notice it. I'll be like, oh, shit, it's like 76.
That nigga know his temperature.
It's like 76.
Hold on, that's 76.
Nigga, like,
77?
wait, yeah.
Hold on, God. I didn't pull into a gas station. I didn't want no 76.
No. I'll be noticing, bro. So like,
I was wondering what you was doing with the fire the whole
Bro,
time. I
this
thought you
been
was
a-
mystified
Nah,
by
Oh, nigga, you was fucking grabbing the flames and shit, bro.
bro.
I was like, yo, this
I'm-
I didn't know
nigga
you was
interacts
fired.
with
I'm
fire.
glad I can let
crazy.
y'all know, like, yeah, nah, the giggle attacking the fire, bro. Like,
But you knew it was gonna be cold out here. You weren't thinking like I should get a jacket.
bro, I wore pants.
No, but you I should still cold.
What does that mean?
That's why I kept going.
Oh, episode 1, I
That's
didn't
like
have
the
no
talk
pants on. I had on shorts.
It was a different season too. It was
Yeah.
not this time of
Yeah,
year.
nah, it was definitely not this time. But it,
It
was
was-
still cold.
it was
as a
2.5
bitch.
months ago,
And I
though.
have a hoodie, but it's just off camera and it is not a mind your own business, which you could buy.
At MYOBmerch.com. Make sure you get your Mind Your Own Business merch and continue minding your own business. And I'm going to do this for the third and for real time. And I'm going to sign this motherfucker out because the head nods in the back are telling me this episode long as fuck. Thank you for coming, Luck,
My
for
man, I
real.
appreciate y'all, man. For
For
real.
real.
Thanks for having me, man. For real.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up too, doggy. I hope you're ready to do this a little bit more often.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. Thank you for telling me it was gonna be a half hour earlier than call time.
Yeah, I
So
got a
was
lot
here.
of niggas because niggas will nig.
Man, niggas will nig.
You did not nig.
I didn't. And Evan nig though.
Oh, Evan is a
Evan
nigga.
I was at the slaughter. I was there. First of all, I was here at 5:40.
Right. You was here at 540?
Well, I didn't come, so I don't. If it's at a house, I wouldn't put up in front of my house because I know he was not answering the phone. I don't wait nobody in front of homes and cars. I don't do that, especially in LA. I don't do that.
Right.
So I was at the shopping center,
Wise words.
like trying to call. I DM'd. You know, and I just like, all right, well, maybe he's not doing a podcast.
I was here too.
Even
You
though I'm
should
early.
have DM'd me. Damn.
Did you eat before the interview? Either of you?
No, I didn't.
I could.
What'd you have?
I made.
Are you a good cook?
Yes.
I made salmon.
Do you? Message you. I was making a joke to ask you a question in the middle of your question, and you keep falling for it. You just keep answering me. Because you were talking to him, then you keep cutting back.
Oh, it's your day, nigga. You will get answered,
my
nigga. You picked the right day
What'd you
To
have?
use that troll.
So salmon?
I made salmon, broccoli, and basil pesto penne.
Damn, that sounds delicious.
Oh, you got hands in a no disrespect.
Yeah, no,
You got
facts,
hands.
right?
Oh yeah, nice.
I don't even eat any of those things, but they sound
don't?
delicious.
You don't like salmon?
I low key want to mix them all together and just make them one big ass
What'd
pasta.
you eat, bro, before?
I had Subway.
That's how fire I'm about to eat.
I'm not falling for these niggas traps no more. I'm wrapping this goddamn episode.
We still recording?
Listen, hey, we out. Thank you so much. Mind your own business.